A4 character sheet outside? I think I did. It's okay, I can wing it. Who needs dice?
Who needs dice?
Alrighty, there we go. Welcome to Nikos D&D Whispers in the Mists Sunday's episode. We are literally down to 2 players, but last week it kind of looked like we were going to be down to 2 players on a permanent basis as we had some other near-death experiences. So before we get to the current story, let's have the players introduce themselves, give your character name, class, race, level, and what do you want done should you pass from this mortal coil with your remains?
Cool.
Go ahead, Vork.
Hello, I'm Matt. I play Vork, the half-orc cleric, or in Nikos, the Rook. I am a cleric of death, and at the moment I've reached level 4. Vork, should he pass from this mortal coil into the next, he does not want to be resurrected, and he instead wishes to have his body reduced to ashes and spread over the largest expanse carried by the winds over a mountaintop, so his message may spread to many.
Ziggy, half-elven bard, just hit level 3. Thank you. If he were to pass, what he wants to happen is he wants his body to be wrapped and embalmed and venerated.
All the way to priesthood. I mean, all the way to sainthood, huh?
Sainthood.
Actually, I can imagine your folks saying, that's great, but this saint happening.
That might be Vork at one point.
Yeah.
We'll see how you pass on. Hopefully not bad.
Alrighty, so we had a bit of a change up in this session last time, and we ended up with a very serious chase down of some plot points, and in the process, not 1, not 2, but 3 different characters ended up in death saves, and 2 of them would have actually met demise if it hadn't been for the kindness of strangers, meaning the bard who conveyed
I've
blessings.
always relied on the kindness of strangers.
Exactly. And then of course our fans actually provided the inspiration point for the saving of our dearly departed Charlotte. And we only say departed because the player's not here, not because the character's actually dead. So I'm going to ask Matt, who is the sole survivor from last week. Sounds kind of ominous when I say it that way.
Vork,
about what happened last week.
Death.
So hopefully you can remember somewhat of what happened last week.
We managed to... I'm still trying to remember if the contact with the Jolly Green Giant was still canonical. But,
Yeah, let's just say it didn't. It wasn't.
Okay.
And that you came back from an adventure, because...
Yes.
Yeah,
we came back from a long arguing adventure with our cart full of bandages and rags. We don't really know why we did that. We came back, and upon our travels, we stumbled upon a dwarf train car sort of looking thing with 2 children in manacled shackled collars. I'm trying to remember the names.
Mm-hmm.
Singing, and the wheels were being pushed from Vork's perspective, because I don't recall if anyone else
No one else saw it, right?
No one else saw it, was being pushed by the spirits of the dead, which is a big no-no for Vork, because those spirits deserve to be in the afterlife, not on this mortal realm in torture. So he took quite an issue. We fought, the dwarf turned into a giant bug, and 3 party members, so last week there was Vork and 3 party members.
And now there's just Vork.
Now there's just Vork. Draw your lines. They are heavily injured and are currently resting.
Yes.
Somewhere else. Out of sight, out of mind. Peacefully.
More than likely, Belden's caring for them out of the property.
Was it Belden, or would it have been the
Belden's his
cart
uncle.
driver?
Yeah.
Oh no, the cart driver was only hired, remember, for the one day, and when you got him back to town, unloaded the cart, and that was it.
Right, I forgot about that. So yes, unfortunately, Vork was not able to free the enslaved spirits of the dead, as everyone else in the party was
As a matter of
quite
fact,
tragically harmed.
Matter of fact, you were busy tending to them as it rolled right on by you, so you don't even...
I have to help the living, but the dead! The living, the dead! So, Vork is not too happy, because now we must figure out what that was.
Well, and particularly, the only particular sad moment for Fork is that he didn't actually get to watch the death stays, which is his favorite part.
Well, no, I got to watch some, but only from a distance while ghouls attacked me.
Exactly.
I'm so sorry. I used a couple healing words to help some people, but unfortunately, as soon as they got up, they had
Went down.
They had a penchant for this narcolepsy thing, you know. They get up and then they just pass out. They went to sleep.
The sleeping disease.
The sickness.
It was actually almost necrolepsy because they were going into death saves each time. So
That's true.
Didn't someone go like 3 times? I'm
Yeah.
trying to remember.
yeah,
Into death saves like 3 times.
yeah.
Everyone who had to make death saves, I think except for Olga, also got to 2 and 2. 2 good saves, 2 bad saves before.
You got to full counts twice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt like we were at a baseball game.
Bottom of the 3rd.
Bases loaded. Full count.
Exactly.
And death save fail.
That's the end of the game.
Yeah, and that's all, folks.
End of the ball.
Everybody used their name tags. Everybody used their rerolls. So it was carnage. It was carnage.
Anytime you see a bug, just imagine what'll happen when you fight that thing.
That's true.
You'll just have ghosts attacking you, and the dang cricket will not die.
That's why you need a big shoe.
That's the thing, though. We had big shoes, but it was stronger than our big shoes.
Yeah, armor class was pretty on the ghouls was kind of tough too. But
Vork didn't
That's
attack
not
the
the
ghouls
best.
once. That was the funny thing to me. Vork was just standing in the middle of them, and they couldn't brush him.
So
But
again,
yes,
so when you come in, he's basically tending to the wounded, and you can tell him what little you know about the because he wouldn't have known about the driver's changing form
your
because he saw.
bandages. So you were the one who did the bandages, correct?
Yeah, no, that was Charlotte.
That's Charlotte. Totally,
So
it's
Charlotte?
all Charlotte.
Oh, I thought it was him.
No,
So
no.
all of Charlotte's bandages are gone, and you see 3 mummies on the beds.
Good time, huh, Vork?
Yes, don't worry. They're just healing.
They're resting now.
I can just imagine Charlotte's like giving little muffled like groans of discomfort. It's okay.
Well, with her charming southern dialect, I'm sure you'll be hearing some moaning from the forewoman.
That must be Charlotte.
She's okay.
Got it.
She's okay.
So what happened, man?
The forest has a really bad infestation. And unfortunately, Vork is not strong enough to do it on his own.
Okay.
And Charlotte seems to be suffering some form of death.
Huh. Should we help her along?
No, she seems to be holding against the disease quite fervently.
Okay.
Well,
But-
she's suffering the vapors.
Well, considering she kind of dropped, got up, turned into a ghoul, dropped, got up.
Yeah, there were those scary moments where it seemed like there was going to be 3 ghouls fighting the party.
Oh, yeah.
The 3 ghouls fighting the one.
Well, that's
person.
only because I realized just now that it's probably because she just believed that ghouls just want to have fun.
Ah.
Yes, I see.
She's a valley ghoul.
She's a valley ghoul? Okay, fine.
Up
for
town
sure.
ghoul. Live and enter.
She's a valley ghoul. There is no cure.
So yes, unfortunately, they have been.
Little Frank Zappa there, folks. Valley ghouls.
Cleric Dr. Vork has prescribed that they are subjected to bed rest until further notice.
Okay.
Their bandages are to be wrapped tight, and in the event of any bleeding or any other issues, they are to be sheets should be changed.
So Belden can take care of this. They're
Yeah.
useless to us right now.
Right.
I feel like we're imposing. Hey, I know that there are friends, but
No, it's relatives in his case. Remember, he's nephew to
Yeah.
no, that's what I mean, though.
We're fine.
Hey, Uncle, I know it's my friends, but we gotta go do stuff.
Look, he's got our money right now. He's juicing it. I mean, he's working it for us. So, I mean, he's being taken care of. Belden's being taken care of.
Yep.
Well, the concern's not Belton's getting taken care of, just more or less. I was just pointing out, hey, I know that we're already staying at your house, but here's 3 sick people to take care of.
3 injured people.
Well,
Only
I
one
don't
of
know.
them was
I
sick.
don't know what Charlotte had.
Well, might not be 3 for much longer, right? We'll see.
Well, you should. The big conversation though was about Carlos's play of her being so greedy.
Got it.
How you can take a flaw and make the flaw so big and imposing that you can't play anything but that.
Yeah.
And so we help to
Downplay
downplay
it.
that. So she's actually on a mission to raise money for orphanages. So it's not just about her money. She's
Got it.
She's always going, guys, think about the children.
Think about the children and the amount of money they need. Right? Did you
She's
know
still
that-
taking money from people.
Right, because now she walks in the room and says, for only 17 silver pieces a month, you could provide food.
You could sponsor it. God.
Ay.
Do you know how much it costs to raise a new kid?
I'm
And I'm not even talking about the
assuming
second
it's
goats.
less than 17 silver
For 17
Less than 17
silver a
silver.
day.
A year.
a year.
Shh, they don't know that. You can help children like this one.
Anything else besides that work?
There are ghosts.
Well, okay, so he did get to see the parts that you guys had already seen, which means he got to see the cylinder,
Got it.
the case is inside the back of the wagon. He got to see the fact that the driver is a dwarf and that the children that are guiding it are Eldrin
Got it.
with abnormally large ears. So it was a form of Eldrin he wasn't familiar with.
Okay. And then we should check this out further, right?
Right. He at the time was saying that he wanted to find out more about the cylinders, and that's also when I explained the glowing panels on the floor, on the ground,
Okay.
that were like the.
Well, I remember me and Charlotte were camped out one day and we saw them buried there. How about we go check out and see if we could dig up one of the cylinders, see what's in it? You want to do that, Bork?
It might be a good idea, but do you think we should probably brush up on some supplies,
Most definitely.
maybe get a little bit more information around the town about anything that's going on?
Yeah.
Perhaps the area around these cylinders might have some issues that we should become more aware of, a blight or, who knows, perhaps some sort of ritualistic things going on.
And you do remember that you talked to Alistair a bit about it. He was not concerned with the. You were concerned that the road was heading for his house, and he was pretty clear that it wasn't. So you'd be able to ascertain whether that's the case, because this would have been the first of the stones either going past his house or going to his house. So.
Got it. So, how about we go give Alistair a knock on the door and see what's going on there?
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah. Okay. So before that, we should probably
Get your gear, whatever.
get some supplies. So what I have currently is
How big is the town that we are in? It's a more
it's
of a
pretty big.
Banbury's small. There's one general store. There's the caravan headquarters / adventurers league, adventurers guild.
the Adventures League.
Well, there's the church. It was a White Veil Church. Saint Father Bombast is the
Bombast, yeah.
is the priest there. There's the barbecue place.
Oroc's Hunch.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Okay.
So let's hit up the shop first. From there, we could go see what else we find.
Okay, the store owner's name, if I remember correctly, is Belphilus Crawler.
Crawler.
You've met him before.
We're gonna go check out the crawlers.
I got about 4 healing potions on me.
Mhm. Yeah, it would have been handy last week.
Yep.
Like we said, you were sorely missed.
Yeah, I know.
Vork made 4 holy waters and distributed them out.
I mean, the only thing that I think that we would need is I don't know. I'm good with the gear I have. Vork. I have 10 torches in my backpack and 5 lanterns. Do you need any gear?
You never know what we might need, and they might have some tools that are more useful for the job of jamming up a mechanized, ghost-powered, children-singing abomination machine.
Like what? A crowbar, I guess.
Maybe a
Boat
little,
full of crowbar? What?
maybe a little bigger.
He goes, hello. Oh, sorry.
So let's go to the shop and see what Belphilus says.
Sure.
And we could possibly also get some information about the area. We must stay close. We don't want to travel too far.
Okay. All right. So let's walk over there.
Okay, but get to the general store is operational, and there's a wagon out in front. You can tell by the emblems on the side of it that it's part of the Warren Commission operation as they're loading up their gear for some kind of an adventure of some sort. And the primary buyer for them is a leporine. He's chewing on a rather extensively large carrot. Yeah, what's up, Doc?
Ah, that leporine. My mind was going to a different species. I heard leporine and I was thinking leopard.
Ah,
That's why.
yeah. Yeah,
Forgetting
that'd be a feeling.
Yeah. Forgetting that leporine is the hairs.
The Latin word for rabbit is lepori. Lepori, Lepori.
Yep.
You learn so many useless things here.
Hey, nothing is useless unless you just don't use it.
So what's good, kind sir?
They got a special right now on the rope. Apparently they picked up a couple of bundles from the ocean.
Very cool. What happened? Ship sank?
No, traders made it down to Silk.
Oh, okay. All right. From where?
Oh, wonderful.
Well, the rumors are that it was a Tenerife vessel. And although we got a decent price on the rope, I think that's probably because it got lifted.
Got it. So what are you doing here? Unloading it?
Yeah, I'm just picking up stuff for our westward expansion. We're going to be opening up number 10 here pretty soon.
Okay. So I know about 1 through 4. What's number 10?
Oh, number 10, that's going to be the newest mine. It's out on the south end. It's the first one into the pass.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, it's actually it's the first one also past the road. If you remember, the road goes up to 9, and then you got to pass by all of them to get back to number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. So when does that start?
Well, we're starting the assay today.
Ooh. And who do you have to do that for you?
They brought in some hot shot from Moria. I think his name was Tree Fallen or something like that.
Tree Fallen. Must be Undrin?
No, he's if I remember right. Yeah, he's the last of the Nixians, or so he claims.
I'm not familiar with the Nixian.
Yeah, you remember the big blast about 7 months ago? With the big explosion and the Eldrin race got wiped out?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was his folks.
Oh, that's not good.
No. Made for a really great skate park now, though.
Gotcha.
Nice bowl. You could do some wonderful flips.
Not only that, it's 0G. The surface is frictionless.
Oh, God, so they never stop.
Well, no, they have to be really careful to get turned back and use up their velocity before they get to the end, because the rocks at the end are, well, let's just say it's a mess down there.
Got you.
And now it's actually shaped even more like a toilet bowl, because somebody apparently detonated the equivalent of a thermonuclear device at the other end. So it was a nice smooth bowl, and now there's a hole at the end.
There's the bowl with the hole.
A bowl with a hole.
The bump on the log.
Dead things go down the hole.
Bump on the frog on the log with the hole on the bottom of the seat.
So let me ask you this. What was your name again?
Oh, I didn't give it.
Oh, what's your name?
Bugs
Bugs
Malone.
Malone.
Bugs Leperine.
Ziggy. I know you've heard of me. So let me ask you this.
There you go.
I don't know if I was drinking too much that night, or my mind was playing tricks on me, but I saw something strange. I guess I must have been wandering out on the field drinking too much, and I saw a strange train of translucent beings.
Oh, you're talking about last night?
Yeah, last night.
Yeah,
let's go with that.
Every week.
What is that? So I'm not crazy. I wasn't too drunk.
No, that's the spirits of the old ones.
The old ones.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, it's just a ghost story that they tell of the old times when humans had their role in life appropriated and guided by the wise ones of the pact.
And what's up with this thing that they're burying? Because I could have sworn
Burying? I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, something went into the ground. I don't know. They got shovels out or something. No, nothing like that. Don't know anything about that.
Well, I do know that there's the heptagons on the ground all the way out there.
What's that?
The 7-sided stones that are in the ground every morning. They add an extra one. I mean, every week they add an extra one. They're up to about a mile out of town, I think, as far as we know.
They're just stones? Nothing
52
else?
of them at 100 feet apiece.
Anybody's dug one up? See what's
Oh,
in it?
no. You don't want to mess with spirits shit. You get dead.
Oh.
You get the dead.
Yeah,
I have a couple buddies of mine that are getting the dead.
we asked Father Ballenbast, and he said he was going to do nothing about it, but he is a white veil priest, and that's what they do mostly, is nothing.
Nothing. Got it. Huh. Okay. Well, thanks, Bugs. I mean, thank you for assuring me that I'm not tripping.
No worries. And if you see my partner, in a while, he's a porcine, and he kind of, don't get him confused. He's not a rook, not like this one.
Got it.
But he has a speech pattern problem. He doesn't like it when people mention it, but he stutters.
Oh, okay. Okay. You said he's a pork scene, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much,
Yeah.
Bugs.
His name's, of course, we call him Porky.
Porky, got it.
We get it.
Hashtag Nikos.
Right?
Oh. Sir Fluff and stuff is here, so your paladin
Nice.
does wander back in.
Cool.
You remember the... Yeah. So
The
you're...
doggy.
Yes.
Woof.
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 So... He is available for your necessities. You're going to go see Alistair, though, was the plan?
Yeah, Alistair.
Anybody else you want to talk to in town? Because you haven't really talked to Crawler or something you needed to get.
You want to talk to Crawler?
Hear what?
Yeah, let's go ahead and go knock on his... Well, go into the shop and see what's up.
Come and knock on our door.
Come on in, door's open. Come on, if your nose is clean.
How you been?
Oh, I'm doing all right. What's going on?
Just wanted to see if you picked up any cool items recently.
Well, we did get a big shipment of rope in from Selk, along with some sacks of some rice and a container of containers. Really funniest thing I ever saw. Big box of cans headed up to the Green Giant.
Of course it would be this week.
Got it.
Of course it would be this week.
Of course.
So look here, Crawler. I hear that there's some scratched out serial numbers on that rope. You know anything about that? Just asking for the authorities.
Oh, are you now a cop?
No, I'm just...
What do you think, you're Blue Veil?
No, not at all.
Are you a searcher for truth? Are you Indigo? What's your problem?
Yeah, Indigo.
Oh, okay. That explains everything.
Just saying. I mean, you know anything about that?
I don't much care. Cargo's cargo. The price is really good. You can get 50 foot of rope for 2 copper pieces right now.
Oh, very nice. With the scratched out serial numbers, right?
What are you talking about?
No, nothing at all. Nothing at all.
No, that's referring to the whatever cargo con. He wouldn't
He wouldn't know.
acknowledge it. Yeah.
Gotcha. So let me ask you, Crawler.
Call me Bill.
Sure, Crawler.
No. Well, for weeks they couldn't call Belden by his name. They refused to call him by his name. They called him anything that started with a B that wasn't Belden.
Tell me about these hexes on the ground.
Hexes on the ground. Well, that'd be farther up the Vale. That's the curses, right? You're talking about
Yeah.
No, you're not. You're actually talking about the heptagons.
Sure, that heptagons.
Oh, the phone camera light. Thank you. Got the flash O light that indicates that I need to take care of something here.
So out of character. I just figure we're missing more than half the party. We don't really want to be doing anything that's gonna take us too far off the beaten path. We don't.
Got it.
So it's better for a day for possibly NPC player relation improving, information gathering to figure out where we want to do it when we have time.
Cool.
Or minor questing, that would be something that like typically new starting adventurers would probably do, killing a goblin or two in the forest, slaying
So
some
let's just go
rats.
to the Adventurers Guild.
Well, I'm just saying something minor like that, more just so when they come back in, they don't all of a sudden we're not 3 towns over, passing ourselves off as gods.
Gotcha.
We're not going to go to the City of Gold.
Well, what's wrong with that?
Well, it's perfectly fine, but then when they come and find us, they're going to blow the cover.
Gotcha.
Granted, you are a bard.
I'm in search for adventure and stories.
Well, don't you remember? You never saw the movie Road to El Dorado?
That's a cartoon, right?
It's an animated movie.
Yeah. No.
So in it, 2 con men basically get conscripted by a segment of the church to go find the El Dorado, the City of Gold. When they get there, they come in on a horse, and they are mistaken for 2 gods. The two of the Mayan gods in human form come down to basically god it up on Earth.
Got it.
And so they just keep it going, but one of them plays a lute all the time.
As a bard.
So he uses that to help pass it off. They're doing like all these crazy things, and they got one of the people on their side because their goal is to basically get in, ingratiate themselves, and then get a ton of gold and leave, so that they're rich for the rest of their lives.
That's something Charlotte would do, right?
But then as soon as everyone who was on their ship comes into the picture, they pretty much have their entire cover blown.
That makes sense.
So that's all I was saying was let's not go to the next town over passing ourselves off as gods of the 3 people that we know come in and blow it.
Yeah, we could check out what Bugs is doing, right? We could go with him to number 10 for a little bit.
You want to go check out number 10 with BB?
Well, you're not. You'd be going at cross purposes because that's. You guys earlier had said you didn't want to have anything to do with the
mining operations.
Warren Commission,
Gotcha.
but you can do what you want.
Oh, still getting some issues. So yeah, like I said, it's just because like we could do some stuff to help progress and everything, but I just figure it'd probably be a better week to do the minor stuff that helps progress as opposed to let's get this town and another town to merge together and become 3 times the size before anyone ever comes back.
Or build something.
Let's not try and do anything that's going to end up with a problem next week.
Gotcha. Like 3 characters dying.
Exactly. We don't want to blow up the town before they even get here. I don't think Belden's going to save them in time.
I don't think so.
Like I said, if we want to, if there's something that you'd like to do, that's perfectly fine. I'm just throwing out suggestions that are typically more or less a
Yeah, let's just see what...
expansion
Yeah.
on the ideas as opposed to a
There we go.
new
Now we have
path.
camera back. All right.
Gotcha.
Had to reboot everything. Sorry about the delay. All right, so you were going to go dig out one of these things, so you need to buy some shovels? Is that what your thought process was? That's not even town. That's only here in town doing the digging.
Yeah, sure. Let's do that and see what's up.
We'll get some
2
shovels, some
shovels.
pickaxes.
2 shovels, 2 pickaxe. Well, I got a mining axe, so we'll get 1 more.
Okay.
Okay.
Definitely need some rope to drag out whatever you're digging, right?
Well, we got...
Oh, now the upselling begins.
That's right. Now we start talking about how I can get rid of this rope I just got.
Well,
Well, I imagine you said it came from like a ship or something, so I imagine it's actually like ship's rope, which are typically more larger in diameter.
Mm-hmm.
So we pull out like this thing as big as a man's forearm around.
Right, you're going 50 foot of rope. Really? Is that all you need? Because it's like 3 turns of that really big rope.
Well, no, it's not about. It's 50-foot length, not 50-foot width.
Oh, sorry.
it's just a big piece of-
Just a slab of rope
Don't need
fiber.
much. Just an inch of it at 50 feet across.
Exactly.
I guess that's fine. We'll take some rope. What,
Granted, that would be very good rope if we had to tie something
50
big
feet?
up.
50 feet?
50 feet of shipping rope, not hempen.
Well, it's just called ship's rope.
Okay.
Oh, I was doing a bad wordplay.
What's the damage, Crawler?
Hmm?
What's the damage on that?
Damage wise, somebody hurt?
How much am I out?
Oh, just for the shovels and the axes.
Pickaxes
Yeah,
and
and the
rope.
This is what, if you want to start a tab, we can definitely do that. I mean, since I see you're entering the mining business,
Sure. I don't think I'm
but it's only going to be about 10 silver for everything.
I'll just here's 10.
Oh,
Here's 10.
did you fall into a vat of silver or something?
That's my business, right?
I'm just curious, you know.
Well, I mean, curiosity did kill the cat, if you know what I mean.
Do you do reverse credit? We put a little money in and you save it for when we need supplies?
Oh, sure, you can definitely start a tab.
A reverse tab?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
we got enough with what we got because we have party gold too.
Well,
You got party gold? Really?
Well, Vork has recently come into a nice financial windfall, a nice donation. So for
Well, there's a
your
White Veil Temple.
uncle's name is Belden?
No, it's Sheldon. Remember?
Mr. Cooper.
Yeah, Sheldon Cooper.
Nice. The guy who makes barrels. I know him.
Yes. His uncle,
Sheldon.
Sheldon?
He's trying not to associate himself with Bellings and want to get him into trouble.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just going to be doing something a little nice for him. I was gonna give a gold store credit under his name.
Yeah, well, out of character, right? We don't want to associate with Belden because Belden works with Alistair. So we don't, and Alistair has it out for Ziggy and his group because it's a web of lies.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So he's taking care of us on the down low.
Okay.
Kind of like an inside job. Because we're also, we now have ties with the Unduran and the Tauren, or Tarmakians. So we're
I still have my questionnaire book for them.
Yeah, you do. We need to go back.
We need to we need to get the census done.
So we're kind of working all ends at this point.
Alright. So I'll put some store credit on Ziggy for 1 gold.
Sounds good.
I'll take it out of Vork's supply. So that also just means that if a player comes in and they need money, there will be
They
a
have
gold
credit.
of credit in case they're a little short. Or if in the off chance it's one of those player introductions where all their stuff got stolen.
Which happens.
It does happen.
All right. Let me ask you this.
Sure.
Any jobs around that could earn us a little bit extra credit?
Well, you can always sign on to do some mining operations. There's quite a few of the wildcatters that would pay you pretty decent risk money for a little bit of risk. Got to go in and set detonations and things like that. And if you're a spellcaster, they'll definitely want your services in throwing blasts at walls and things like that to knock out the material. And especially since there's now a bit of a call for the black powder.
Got it. What's that?
It's an ancillary material that you can find when you're digging for precious metals. It seems that for some reason, whenever you find a decent vein of valuable metals from silver on up, you also tend to find large deposits of a black chalky material that is, let's just say, kind of volatile. So you have to be careful when you or like placing charges and stuff near them, and because it's got some kind of a magical reaction. And the new engine designs of the dwarven airships calls for the use of the black powder.
So it's like fuel, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right on.
Powderized coal.
Makes sense. All right,
Sparky, sparky, boom, boom.
thank you for your business.
Sure.
What do you think, Work? Should we go try digging up this heptagon, or do you want to talk to...
Heptagonal prisons.
Do we want to talk to the Adventurers
Alistair
League
first.
and see if they have anything that we might be interested in?
Let's go ahead and do that then.
Okay. So
We go in with shovels and pickaxes in hand. Hey, we hear you need adventurers.
What's up, guys?
Sir Fluff and Stuff can have a pickaxe if he
Yeah,
needs.
You can have mine.
Just put it in the dog can have a pickaxe. I'm helping.
yes. Yes.
Ziggy's hands are kind of smooth.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, hasn't worked a day in his life.
Well, it's a dog's life.
Yeah.
Oh no, he said Ziggy.
No.
Ziggy's hands are...
Which is actually kind of funny because what is your bardic instrument again?
Loot.
Wow, you'd think there'd be calluses on those hands.
It's magical.
Oh, he doesn't have to touch it.
Yeah.
He just holds it.
Nice. So yeah, I guess we're gonna go check out the
Adventurers
Adventurers League.
Okay. So when you head over there, see there actually is a wagon in town. One that brought up the rope.
But you said that it was in front of Crowler's stand.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that the owner of that wagon wouldn't be at Crawler's. He's waiting for them to unload it, so he'll be over at the
league
shop. And so you'll see a rather scornful-looking, bald-headed dwarf standing out front, pacing, rubbing his hands, his little chunky hands together. He's got black hair, and his body is so hirsute that you actually see the back hair and stuff coming up out from around his shirt on the back.
I'm kind of leering at him.
He's got his beard is big and full, but he's then braided the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's about 4 feet long, and
Okay.
so he has to keep throwing it over his shoulder when he's walking. And he's very articulate as he's moving around. He's moving his hands around a lot while he talks. And so the beard keeps flopping down. He has to keep tossing it over. So the end of his beard, the last 3 or 4 feet of it, or the last 3 or 4
Very
inches of it,
frayed.
is well, it's just full of dust and dirt. So when he throws it, it's like almost like a little puff ball. It hits his back and puffs a little.
I kind of imagine like
Dust.
if he's ever at home or something and he's like cleaning up, he'll
Grab
just grab it and just
exactly.
Merlin in the Sword in the Stone
Yeah,
movie.
He has a
It's a
tabard on.
paintbrush.
He's got a tabard on that's brilliant yellow,
Oh God!
and his eyes are really wide, and he's, like I said, very animate. And more importantly, he's got an eyeball painted in the middle of his 5 head because he's got his forehead is.
Well, he's bald.
He's bald, right?
So
he's got
the
this
forehead
huge
goes up.
eye. It's almost like it's looking upward instead of straight ahead like his other eyes. But he's actually pasted hair to make an eyebrow for that
Nice.
extra eye.
For the eye, okay.
He took a few hairs from the beard. And just,
No, he just licked at him.
yeah.
Stuck it on.
I'm leering at him out of suspicion.
Now
Yeah. As a matter of fact, to go a little bit further, his facial features remind you of Jack Kirby. If you're a fan of superhero comic books, he's the other guy that worked with Stan Lee on a lot of, especially characters like The Thing.
Mm.
So his features are very rock-like, very.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't have any sleeves on his shirt. His arms are very hirsute as well, and you can see that he's got places where somebody has actually braided his arm hair
Got it.
in weird little
Ziggy.
Yes,
He's also wearing a broad belt, and across the back of it, as you see him walking back and forth, in blue lettering, it says 7 in 1 blow.
Nice.
And on the belt buckle for it is a huge hammer crossed with a sickle.
Mm.
and his boots are black and hobnailed, so you can hear him clatter when he walks.
Now,
So Ziggy,
yes, sir.
Recently Vork has found something out. Inside every dwarf is a bug just trying to get out.
Nice. Anyway, as you approach you, he said,
I can see.
I can't see why this is taking so long. I only have so many hours in a day, and there's so much more mischief to be done. Oh, hello.
Now, John, do I recognize the eye as being some sort of clan or gang
symbol
Among dwarves?
among dwarves?
No, because this person is a grim. I mean,
Okay.
a grund, not a grim.
So he has no number markings or anything on his head, nothing like that.
Not
Right.
on his head. He's got a 7-in-1 blow on his arm. He's a.
No, on his belt.
Oh, his
The back of
belt?
on the back, sewn into the back of
And then
his.
he has a
Oh, I
hammer.
thought you-
It's like a girdle. When I say belt, it's the really broad kind.
Yeah.
And it says 7 in 1 and then blow across the back. Big letters.
So in Dwarvish, Ziggy's going to approach him.
In Dwarvish, I approach.
In Dwarvish, I approach. I approach in Dwarven.
Good
All
day.
I imagine is you shout in Dwarvish, I approach.
Actually, Sir Flufferstuff reminds you, as a canine, he can actually dig with his paws, and he's
Oh.
much faster.
Nice, I'll take this, the mining pick
Oh, I just
back.
thought the pickaxe was going to be more endearing.
Well, I mean, it looks cute if he had it in his mouth and...
Well, actually, no, we need to put 2 heads on it so he can...
He can go like
Well,
this.
he's conning. He's got hands.
Okay. Yeah, but it's
Alright,
cute
I
if he
keep-
does
I
it with
keep-
his mouth.
Sorry, I keep hearing dog, so I'm not thinking promorphic. I'm thinking
Yep, no, he's conning.
actual dog.
Conning, and he's wearing plate armor.
Got it. I approach. My brother. How goes it today?
Well, at this moment, I'm a little stressed out. There's a lot to do, a lot of chaos to cause, not a lot of time. They're delaying me because they gotta wait for this stupid wagon to get unloaded. So, by the way, I'm broke.
Ziggy. I'm sure you've heard of me.
I'm so sorry about your plight.
No, I'm actually quite wealthy. Brooke Hamar is my name.
Ah. I'm so sorry for your loss.
No, it's fine. My hammer works fine. Just fine. Fine. Thank you for asking.
Bro,
Yeah.
I recognize the name of the Hamar family, yes?
You are a fast one indeed. I can see by the lightnings on your clothing in yellow.
You like it?
It signifies how fast he goes.
Quick chaos. That's a good plan.
I bring the thunder.
You got Thunder Wave, right? Spell.
My friend, we come just in time. You say you have
You
chaos
came in time?
in time.
In time, all come.
When did you come?
Now.
Present.
Oh, now?
Now.
Oh, okay. So, what can I do for you, gentlemen?
What jobs do you have, sir?
Me, I don't have any jobs. I kind of just do what I want every day. If it wasn't for the fact that wagon's taking so long, I'd be on to my next job. But if you want to know about what the guild's doing, you probably want to talk to the guildmaster instead of talking to me. I'm just here to try to get a job, and I'm just really kind of...
We accept you for who you are.
Got
On
you.
the inside.
So where is the guildmaster,
Oh,
Mr. Hamar?
yeah, he's probably inside the guild hall. I'm just out here
Okay.
venting,
Very nice.
waiting for them to finish with my wagon.
Okay.
But if you need anything shipped, I'm the guy. Don't trust that. Don't trust that little weasel that doesn't listen. I'm Johnny on the spot. I can deliver stuff to anywhere you want, anytime you want.
What weasel?
Oh, what's his name? Eustace.
Eustace.
Eustace. We call him Eustace the Useless.
Eustace the Useless.
Yeah, he knows. He hired him last week. We saw him with him yesterday. Actually, just yesterday, he brought back the wagon.
No, that was Festus.
Festus.
Festus the Useless.
No,
Festus for the rest of us.
No, Festus. He's highly dependable. You can trust him.
Got it.
I got him confused with his brother Eustace.
Ah, makes sense. All right, well, thank you, Broke.
Brock.
Brock.
There you go.
Brock.
If you're going to say a dwarvish name, you say it in dwarvish.
Kind of leaves that sooty aftertaste, doesn't it?
That's only because you haven't developed phlegm.
Makes sense.
We're working on it.
So we go in.
I bid you farewell, Brookhammer.
Hamar! Brok Hamar!
Sorry, it's my speech impediment. Stop drawing attention.
Okay, so when you walk inside,
There's
a-
an underbite, so
there's a bit of a wisp of an individual wearing brown leather, a black cloak, dark trousers. His hair is in order, but still seems to be fashionably unkempt. And he has facial features that make you suddenly think of Johnny Depp.
Ooh.
Yes, gentlemen. So glad to see you joining the guild. How can I help you today?
we're just curious on if there's any tasks or jobs that need to be
Always
performed.
work to be done for the Adventurers League. Guild. I gotta keep remembering not to put that asterisk in there.
So what does the Adventurers League guild prospects have?
Oh, depends on what you want to do. Are you a cartographer? A burgeoning one? There's people that'll hire you to make maps. If you are looking for trailblazing, there's opportunities for trailblazing. If you're looking for ranking up in what's the word for it? In caravan work, I can get you a position on one of the traveling caravans that come through the area. Granted, there's not a lot of those, but they're really popular among the teenagers that are rebellious and want to get away from their parents.
I'll be honest with you, sir. What was your name again?
I'm Johnny Dunharrow.
Johnny. Ziggy. Pleasure. My friend
Ziggy
here.
Pleasure?
Yes, Ziggy Pleasure.
I put that down in my notes here. Ziggy Pleasure.
You heard of me? I know you have. My friend here, he gets off
Ziggy heard of me.
on Pleasure.
Pleasure.
Yes, sir.
Heard of me pleasure.
Heard of me.
Heard of me pleasure.
All the time. You're not going to write
Gross.
that down?
It's all there.
Okay, good.
Gross. It's in the world now.
My friend here gets off on death. I'll be honest with you. Any small band of goblins that we can eradicate.
Goblins? Well, I know that the out in down in the valley of the Giant.
Yeah.
No, Valley of the Jolly.
Green.
Valley of the Jolly Green Giant. Yes, there are some goblins to be dealt with out there.
Okay.
If that's really your affectation. If you're looking for clean out work, there's several of the, especially the newly forming Unified Miners Guild, or UMG, is looking for people that want to clear out old number 2 and get rid of the problems that are causing people to become lost. UMGA.
I guess the barely unified Natural Miners Guild didn't work out.
Bung. No.
Bung.
Yeah.
Got it.
They really took it in the rear, if you know what I mean.
What do you want to do? Do you want to go into a mine or do you want to kill some goblins? Or
Well, if death is to come to them, death will come. We don't have to be the ones who
I am
are
death.
necessarily. You are death? I thought you were Ziggy.
Oh, don't tell me your
There's
last name's
this.
actually Oppenheimer.
that's what I was going for.
Nice. So you are responsible for the death of Nyx. Okay.
No. That's my partner. So let's.
What would you like to do, Ziggy? Do you wish to slay some little beings, or do you wish to search for riches, or... Vork would like to know what you want to do.
Let's just kill some goblins.
You wish to just slay some minor weakling beasts?
Yeah, that sounds
creatures?
fun.
That will quickly be more endearing than we expected.
I can't keep killing them. They're too damn cute. Ah!
They're holding buddies.
No, we don't deal with rabbits.
Not anymore.
Yeah, we don't deal with rabbits.
We don't deal in rabbits.
Yeah,
We
but you
don't
might
do
go
it
hunting
rabbits.
Starbucks.
Yeah, let's go to
So do we need to kill the goblins or just relocate them?
Oh, we don't care. You can go out and the way the Green Valley is paying is by the ears. Remember, bring me a pair of ears that counts.
A pair of ears and it counts.
Yeah.
Okay. The gears are turning.
That sounds fun. So what's the payout?
Per year. Pair.
Per year.
10's over.
That's not too bad.
I think we lost that just buying the rope, pickaxes, and shovels. So 2 pairs of ears. Well, 1 pair of ears.
Yeah, let's go do that. Work. I guess.
So yeah, let's go see if we can find some goblins.
All right. So, do you going by on foot, or you want to take some traps? What's your plan?
How far are they? Do we know?
Well, they're just out and you just have to head out
What was
into
it, like
the
half a day?
yeah
I remember,
half a day to the edge of their terrain. You only ran into the one.
Is there a tracker in town we could hire?
We have a candid.
Yeah, Kanim.
Okay, so we'll do that.
He might be able to sniff away.
Okay, so we'll do that. Oh, is he going to be up for it though, as a paladin? That's the thing.
Thumbs up on killing goblins.
Fluff and
Fluff and
stuff.
stuff.
Fluffer stuffer.
Well, I asked. I'm going to be rubbing his ear, the back of his ear.
Come on, who's a good boy?
You want to kill goblins?
That's not very nice.
Why?
No.
They like that kind of
No,
stuff.
all I imagine is then his leg starts kicking and it's just Vork just goes, look, he's trying to get away. That's not very nice.
Apparently stepped away from the keyboard.
All right, we're gonna go with a yes.
Okay.
I didn't hear a no.
Yeah, exactly.
If you don't want to go, tell us.
That's usually oh, here we go. I'll support them, but I'll not join in.
Okay. Well, remember they killed wagons of innocent people or something.
Well, we don't know that for sure.
Yeah, he
It's
admitted it.
speculation.
Pith Bottle claimed it.
Yeah, he claimed it. All right, so we're gonna go avenge, right? Paladins do avenge.
Paladins do.
Yeah.
Some paladins do.
Yeah.
Others are devoting, others are to ancients.
Ziggy just wants the story of killing 10 giant goblins
So,
single-handedly.
10 giant goblins single-handedly. Okay.
Single-handedly.
oh joy.
Okay. So we're going on foot.
So you'll
We're
kill
just
one,
walking out into
it'll be small, sickly, and that's where the story comes
That's 10.
from.
That's 10. That's how I remember it. Yeah, we're gonna go on foot.
All right. So you're heading out into the back into the.
Do we want to leave the shovels and pickaxes with Belden so they don't get lost along the way?
Sure. Alright. So we don't have the shovels. I have 1 mining pick, so we'll take that. But we'll
Mhm.
leave the shovels and the 50
one
feet
pickaxe
of
and
the
the 50
rope.
foot
Yeah.
shipping rope.
and the rope because we have the arachnid rope.
Okay. So you're walking out onto the into the that Vale of Curses, headed back out and northbound. The terrain is fairly grassy. You do know that the warnings were that the Blinn were more than likely in the forests, so you want to follow the tree line to try to find them. And you eventually come to that barrier with the pikes with the skulls on them.
Okay. I'm gonna ask.
I knock on one of the pikes.
As you knock on one of the pikes, the skull turns and goes, "What do you want?"
Permission to enter.
Permission granted.
Okay.
Let's go.
Hey, manners.
Yeah, you're right, Vork. You're absolutely right.
I mean, if we just barged in without any permission, it's like breaking into your uncle's home and then expecting him not to fight us.
And then expected him to take care of your wounded friends. Oh, wait.
So at least this way now, we have a good rapport to start with.
Got you. Before we light them up. Got it. Okay.
Well, who knows? Maybe it could be dark.
Okay,
Where?
so you've crossed the barrier and you're now headed into the forest. Here the trees are taller and you're actually climbing, if you will, the southern wall of the canyon.
Okay.
Hello.
But the valley. And the first thing you do is find some material on the ground that looks like spore.
Like
A spore?
Spoor, S-P-W-O-R. It's a really fancy way of saying poops.
Okay.
Remains.
Can I?
Does our tracker...
Well, we don't. Well, we have.
He walks around in a circle. He walks around.
I'm gonna touch it
I
and
just
see
imagine it's like the little... It's
how
like
fresh
the,
it is.
The African tracker, does it?
Oh, it looks like
2
dog
days.
Looks like dog shit. Smell like dog shit. I touch it. See how warm it is.
Yeah.
Rhino.
Feels
2
like
days
dog
that
shit.
way.
Good thing we didn't eat it. I mean,
Taste it.
taste it. Good
I
thing we just
guess
stepped
you
in
could
it.
taste it to see what it's been eating.
Rhino. 2 days that way.
Do a nature check to see if I could recognize what type of poop it is.
Sure. You can do it.
20. Nat.
Nice.
Yep. It's
Goblin poop.
well, no. Apparently, literally, it was like you were walking along and you see see this rabbit-like creature, and then see the poop and go, "This must be that rabbit."
Is it a white rabbit
You
with
don't
a
even know
big-
which one it is. That's how good that roll was. It was that one right there. Well, the thing is that the little creature that you see does have horns.
Oh, jackalope. Okay.
Well, no,
No.
because the horns aren't backwards.
Almost
Mohawk.
antelope.
Yeah,
Okay.
they go
Curve.
backwards. And from this position, seeing the little thing go by, or seeing the little thing hop away, you notice that the horns have a five-pointed star cross section. So they're like multiple angles to a single point. Yes, wrong.
Oh, nice. Okay. Starbuck. How strong was that thing, Vork?
What thing?
That thing.
The rabbit?
Yeah, that just hopped by.
It is it is no weaker than a rabbit.
Furthermore, while you're there looking around its excreta, you smell in the air a slight cinnamon smell.
Oh, nice.
Ugh. Kind of burns the nose.
I like it. That's the thing that got Charlotte, huh?
No. Well, okay. Meta, we never saw the rabbit.
Oh.
He found the rabbit while out there, and then it knocked him into death saves, and then left.
Cinnamon, isn't that Charlotte's scent?
Could be.
Just
Rubbing the rabbit under her arms.
It drives all the men wild.
Gotcha.
You know, I did notice that she had a straight sense.
Go ahead and make a charisma saving throw.
17
Not bad.
plus charisma. 22.
Okay, so you do recall at one point having a drink that was made from the excretor, the glands of this
Of a Starbuck.
of a starbuck. Yes.
Got it. Okay.
Usually it's served hot, and you can have multiple brew mixes with it. It's usually a darker brown.
Got it. Got it. All right.
They're highly sought after.
You know, if
The most you'll ever find is 1 to 4 of them on a corner.
you know, they are highly sought after because they're just a huge business venture awaiting for you.
Got it.
There are people that farm them. There's farms. There's literally Starbucks franchises available.
Are they farm to table?
Yeah, I think we're gonna go after it. Vork.
Why?
It's headed. It's actually hopping out towards the plains.
Okay, so
Because they don't. They prefer wide open areas because they're so sought after that they have to like spread out.
Gotcha. Okay, we're gonna continue on our
They're
way.
going
then.
on a big farm with lots of places for them to run. Yes, we were asked to help with goblins, to help the goblins. You know, so we could come back and deal with the rabbit.
We'll come back and deal with it. Let's
Okay.
go ahead and go forward.
So as you're moving farther up the valley, the weather starts to shift, and you feel a stiff breeze coming down the mountains from the south, coming towards you. So it's a northerly forming wind.
A strange wind blows.
The The tree type here is mostly conifers. There are a few deciduous trees among them. And up ahead of you, as the breeze continues to stiffen, you see a pole stuck in the ground with a large pennon on it. And on the pennon, you see what looks like 7 basically goblins walking in a line behind a really big goblin. Oversized, almost like a hobgoblin.
Okay.
Are they? I'm trying to just make sure they're a distance away. They're not.
Yeah, you're a quarter mile. You're less than a quarter mile away.
Do they look like they're?
Well, no, just the
It's
pennant.
on the
You're not
pennant.
seeing people.
Oh,
It's
sorry,
on the
sorry.
pennant.
7 goblins and a hobgoblin on a pennant.
This means family. Fork assumes.
Like they're marking their territory work.
No, I think
They're
this
marking the
is,
territory was back there at the line of skulls.
Got
no,
it.
I think this is the sign of a split family. Perhaps seeing as how they're all male, perhaps the mother left and dad's raising the kids.
Got you. Okay.
7 kids by himself. Very admirable.
Yeah, let's go ahead and congratulate him. Huh?
Yes.
All right. We keep on walking.
Okay. So as you approach further on, you see that
I don't know what it means. I'm just
there's an odd hole in the ground just to the left of this pendant.
How big?
About an inch across, inch and a half across.
An inch across hole.
Yeah. But it looks really deep.
Hole.
Right next, yeah, a hole next to the pendant.
Well, maybe we should avoid that. That looks like it might be a snake hole.
Yeah. We're gonna walk around it.
Okay, as you walk around it, you realize that the grassy area around it is made of very finely growing grasses, and there's like no weeds around the space.
This looks strange, Vork.
How so?
This part of grass seems to be manicured. I think something might have been tied up to this pole.
And in the distance, you hear riding on the winds.
7?
2!
I look up and see if I could see what it is.
Yeah, on the ridge, about
wait, no, sorry. 3!
about 125 yards away, on top of a hill, is a goblin with a large bag over his shoulder, and in his bag he has javelins.
He is telling us how many he has,
Got you.
just in case he's missing one.
Of course.
He's waving frantically at you. And once
I'm gonna
again,
wave back.
once again, you'll hear,
Vork!
I'll buy them all.
okay, you wave a second time, he starts motioning like this.
I'm gonna point.
7!
I look in the direction that he's seems to be ushering towards.
Well, he's just moving. He's motioning for you to move out out into the plains, away from where you are.
Yeah, I look towards the area that he's trying to.
Yeah, he's just motioning you towards the open plain.
That way!
Priority to the plains.
What?
I didn't catch that either.
He turns over his shoulder. You can't hear what he shouts, but you can see that he's shouting something back behind him. And then he motions for whoever that is to come towards him.
What?
We're gonna walk towards him, Vork, because I don't trust this guy.
But what if there's traps and he's trying to usher us away from them?
I don't think so.
You think he's trying to usher us towards traps?
Most definitely,
Why would he do that?
because he's a goblin.
Goblins aren't known for traps.
They're known for trying to be sneaky.
Okay. He becomes almost apoplectic as you walk directly in a line towards him. He is motioning like crazy for you to get, he's towards the plains. He's just motioning and shouting, and then a second Blinn comes over the hill, about the same size as the other one. He's also carrying a sack. He also sets his sack down, and you notice the sacks they have actually have little tripods built in them to hold their sacks of javelins.
Hold them up.
Yeah.
We're shooting practice.
Oh no, all I imagine is he's got a sack and he just legs fall out and then he sits them up.
Exactly. That's exactly right. So
You
now the second
have-
one. You also notice that the first one, he's clearly Blinn. He's wearing a powdery blue shirt, darker trousers, but the trousers are bloused at the knee into stockings.
He's a quarter mile away, you said, or something? Or how much?
Yeah, he's just a speck on the horizon, right? He's a quarter
Wow,
mile.
we have very good eyesight if we can see that his pants are bloused from something.
Well, no, it's just well, it looks kind of weird because his little legs are bony and skinny, and the pantaloons kind of blouse out at the knee and go all the way up to the hip.
I can't hear you. Come down.
Then topping the ridge is a person all in black except for zigzag white stripes across
Nice.
his clothing. He's got like 4 zigzagging white stripes.
Human in height, or
Yeah, he's taller than a human. He's got a big bushy face like a bugbear. Big bushy face. Earrings clipped all the way down the backs of his ears.
I'm so
And
impressed that we
he's-
can see this.
Oh, you're closing in on him. You told me you're walking
Yeah,
towards
we're
him.
walking
I
towards-
said that I was actually hanging back because
He isn't. He's walking
Yeah,
towards him.
he is.
Yeah, so I'm describing it for his benefit.
Okay.
So it's
Come down.
yeah. So he's now walking to the one in the black gear. You also notice he's carrying a large cudgel with a big knotted end,
Okay.
almost like a shepherd's crook.
Yeah.
It's got the big curved top.
Damon says, John, I think a 4-wood will suffice, and camera again.
Camera is
I believe your
yeah
smaller one.
Yeah.
Sorry, Vork likes to believe that there's goodness in everyone.
Of course, work. I do too. So let's bring the goodness out of some people.
But the problem is, again, what if they set traps for animals right there in between us? Do
Okay,
we really
so
want
as
to
you're
do it?
walking down the ridge, you do notice that there's a couple of places at about right at the swale of the hill. There are basically huge like pits with sand, just filled with sand, all the way to the top. I mean, they're probably 30 feet across and about 15 feet, 30 feet wide, 15 feet across. There's 2 of them. And they're right behind like a berm or a ridge in the hill, so that if you were behind them, you'd have a hard time seeing where Vork is standing.
Okay, but I see that.
Yeah, you're approaching these sand.
Again, you're going ahead a lot more.
Yeah, and as you're continuing to walk forward, the gentleman in black is also walking down the hill. He's shouting something, and so you're hearing his voice more clearly to you than to him, just because of the distance. He's going, "You are out of line, sir! You are out of line!
Playing through.
Sir, you're not following the course. You're in opposition to the course. You're standing on the 7th flat."
Apologies.
So please have your friends leave the course immediately, as others have paid for the privilege.
We were trying to.
What'd he say?
Come here.
Is it safe?
Yes, so far.
So the big guy gets down there and says, "Are we going to have a difficulty here?
What difficulty? Of course not.
You entered the course in the middle of the afternoon without paying the greens fees.
We
I'm sorry, the flats fees."
We knocked and we were told to go through.
The talking head said it was okay.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's only the barrier for our region. It has nothing to do with our play area.
Oh well, that no signs were posted. Apologies. I mean, where do we pay the fee?
Oh, we have to go to the clubhouse.
Which is? I thought we were going towards the clubhouse. No.
But you're going straight through the course. You need to go out onto the plains and move upwards and pass into the area appropriately instead of interfering with other people's entertainment.
See, we should have gone through the planes.
Well, no need to be disgruntled. Again, apologies. Do you mind if we play with you?
Well, absolutely, but you have to play by the rules, which means you have to check in at the courthouse.
clubhouse?
Clubhouse, absolutely.
And there's no way for us to do that after the fact?
No, we don't have any credit system, sir.
Okay, that's fine.
Especially for interlopers like yourself.
Interlopers, we were invited again. But anyways, per favor, which way is the clubhouse?
Out to the plains. Take a right at the last tree. Proceed up the range till you see the clubhouse on the right.
Once again, apologies. What was your name again, sir?
Oh, they call me Dread.
Dread? Nice
Yes,
to meet you.
I'm the judge for this course.
Oh, okay. Ziggy. Bork.
I get it.
If any of your goblin friends are...
Blinn, sir. We're all Blinn.
Well, you're not a Blinn, are you?
I am most certainly Blinn. He pounds the club against the chest.
Ziggy, can't you see how much he blends in?
Yeah!
See, you couldn't. You totally understand. We have tried so hard to completely accommodate all comers. We even invented the blender.
It makes great shakes.
I'm sure. I use the ninja.
And melts.
So anyways, that way, right?
So it's almost 3.
Thank you, Dread.
Oh, is it almost 3?
It's almost 3.
So you have to leave.
I just need to leave for about 15 minutes.
That's okay. We'll get him up and teach him the rules of our game here, and then he'll be ready to play when you come back.
I just imagine he spends like a good 20 minutes teaching him, okay, so you hold your shoulders like this, you loosen up your stance, get it all ready. He's about to take his first swing, Vort just comes in and just freaking whacks it as hard as he can.
A hole in one.
Whacking what?
Yes.
So much yet to learn about our game.
Yep. Don't even know what it is.
It's called Flog.
Flog.
Well, I flog it. Alright, I'll be back. Vort will be
Cool.
back soon.
Sounds good, Vork.
All right.
So, I'm gonna go towards the clubhouse.
Well, since you have to go back towards the clubhouse now, and he's following the rules of going out to the road or whatever, Dread will go with you back.
Okay.
He's actually only needs to be on the course to handle rules issues, but for now he's more than welcome to walk with you.
Sounds good.
The flog, the actual game of flog was invented some time ago when it was determined that the biggest challenge that Blinn have, especially the littler ones, is that they're not very good in direct melee because they're so tiny. So they became masters of range weaponry, and in particular of forms of javelins.
Got it.
So this game is basically javelin tossing, and you only score if you can put your javelin directly into that 1-inch hole.
So, from how far, Dread?
Well, each of them has a range depending on the difficulty you're trying to attain. Most courses have a difficult rating known as the cripple, and so when you have a cripple of say 17 or whatever, then you can achieve the scoring appropriately by getting the right number of points, plus or minus that 17.
Okay. So, I mean, you have a little bit of time, right? Because
Sure.
there's no... How about we practice? So,
Well, I'll take you to the.
is there a flog range?
Well, there's okay. So there's a nice you mentioned that. No, it's called the tossing range.
Okay. So let's go out there. So how does this work? Because I've never held a javelin.
Well, so at first there's a kind that's called the put, and the put is literally you pick up the javelin by hand, and without moving your feet, you toss it.
Okay.
And so the put is the big screen died. Okay, it's killed the big screen now. There we go. There we go. Okay, we're back. He's trying to help from range.
Right on.
Travis we got it set up so that he can hop on here from range and fix it. So anyway, so you practice the puts by, there's an array of holes out there. So you pick one of the holes, and then you choose the die roll. Then your modifier for your throwing based on your dex can be a plus or minus on the throw.
Okay.
So pick, and they're numbered 1 through 20. So you just pick which number you want to throw at.
So let's say I pick 20. That's
So now you're going to put at the 20.
okay.
So you're going to roll a 20-sided dice.
Uh-huh.
You're going to add your modifier and try to get to that 20.
Okay. So that's a 17.
So 17. What's your dex modifier?
5. No.
That's with the dex modifier?
Yeah, with the dex modifier.
Okay, so therefore you now have you're now 3 points below target, and so that below is called under.
Okay.
So you're 3 under put.
Got it.
Okay?
Okay.
And there's actually an entire game called Put, where all you do is literally pick these numbers.
Makes sense. So can I practice out here for a little bit? Become
Sure.
proficient with this?
Sure. Well, you have to, in order to become proficient, you have to spend 10 weeks doing it.
Ah, got it. Okay.
Using your downtime.
Got you.
So yeah,
Okay.
make some more attempts.
Sure.
And the way you normally play them is you play them numerically. So you aim at the 1.
So let's do the one first. I have 22.
No, well, you rolled a, what's your base roll?
17.
17. So you take the minus.
Okay.
17 minus whatever your dex modifier
Okay.
is.
So that's 3. So that's 14.
So a 14. Therefore, you're now under put by.
It would be over put, right? Because I went for 1.
Okay, no, but it either over or under is considered
Oh,
because
gotcha.
you're under put, because if you scored exactly right, you'd be at put.
Oh, okay. Okay. So it'd be 14.
Right,
Got it.
but you were short 3 earlier, so you're now 17 under.
Okay.
So now, if you ever get to the point where let's say you've nailed a couple of them and you've gotten the scores exactly, your modifiers actually take you to a score called overput.
Okay.
So as long as you hit the target, whatever's left over within that range, you get to count as your overput.
Gotcha.
So your optimal scoring is going to be at the put for the course or overput. And having a lot of overput gets you a cripple.
Which is
A score modifier where that you get to add at the beginning of the game it changes the target.
Gotcha.
essentially.
Okay. So
So you want to play around? Let's play
Yeah.
Let's play a. Since he's not here, you and Dredd can play around. Let me grab a set of dice. He has a dex modifier of 3 also.
got it.
So let me get my. And since this is a very chaotic game, I'll pull out my orange veil dice because it's just for fun. Aiming at the 1.
Aiming at the 1.
Now here's the funny part: you get to choose which of your javelins,
Oh,
and they're weighted. So
so I use the 4.
okay, the 4 is actually not allowed in competitive play. It's only that's if you're playing on a put course. Since we're
Got
actually
it.
trying to play a game, we're going to use the smallest is going to be 6.
6.
Right.
Use a 6.
Use a 6, trying to get to a put of 1. I rolled a 3 with my modifier, puts me at a +1 over put.
And I rolled an 8 with the modifier.
No. Remember your modifier goes plus or minus.
Okay, so I rolled a 2.
So you rolled a 2, trying
No.
to get to a 1.
I rolled a 5 with the modifier minus 3, so that's brings me down to a 2.
So you're 1 over put,
Yes.
and I'm at you're at 1 under put, and I'm at 2 over put. Okay, now going for 2. I'm still going to use the 6er because the other ones don't make any sense. Oh, and I got okay. So, when you get a perfect number, you get a stick in 1. So I have
Gotcha.
a stick in 1.
Well, you're aiming at 2.
Huh?
You were aiming at 2.
Yeah, but if you get okay, you're right.
Yeah. I rolled a 2 though.
Okay, so you got a stick in 1.
Yeah.
Okay, and I had to modify, but see, when you would, yeah, you're right. So therefore, my modifier would bring it back, and then I get a 2 more over pit. So I'm at 4 over.
And what's a stick in 1?
The stick in 1 is whatever your modifier is now a 3 3 bonus points you can use to take over a failed.
Okay.
Okay, so now I'm going to go to
3.
3. Still going to stay with the 6. And I'm going to gain 1.
I rolled a 2, so I'll be at.
You rolled a 2, therefore you made it by modifier of 2, plus your earlier modifier. You got an overput of 3.
Well, it would be under 3, right?
Okay, remember this one. You want to have a score that's a positive number.
Okay, so
So if you make it, the modifier becomes a positive number.
gotcha. Which would be 5. So that would be put me at a 2 overput.
2 over, right? So you have 2 over.
Okay. So then we do 3.
Yes, that was 3. We're going for 4.
4. So I rolled a 3.
So you make it by, with your modifier, you're going to make it and leave 2 over. So you're
2.
now, and I'm up to 6.
So now we do 5.
Yeah, and I'm switching to my 8.
And I'm still gonna use this.
Use my 8 stick.
So with the modifier, I got a 5.
With the modifier, you got a 5, so there's no change in your score. With my mod, I'm going to miss by 1, so I'm going to get an underput of 2, so I'm down to 4 over.
So now we're at 6, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now I'm gonna switch to an 8.
I made it with a +1, so I'm back up to 5. What'd you roll
I rolled a 6.
to get a 6?
No, I rolled a 6 plus 3, so that's 9.
To get to a 6, though, right?
Yeah.
So the 6 was that's a sticking one.
Okay, so
So you
that's
just add the +3 to your score.
okay. So that's 7. Oh, I didn't add the original plus 3, so that would be a 10 then, right?
Well, the very first one you missed, right?
Yeah, so that gave me a -1, and then the
Right.
second one I rolled a natural 2.
Right, which would give you a bonus +3.
Okay, so I didn't take that plus 3.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 10. Okay, so now it's 8. No, we're at 7 now.
We're at 7.
Okay. So I got a 6, which is 2 minus, so I'm at 8. Plus 8.
And
So now we're at 9, right?
now we're going to 9, so you can keep rolling the 8, or you can move up to the 10 if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
10's got a very narrow modifier, realize,
Mm-hmm.
and this could be bad.
6. I hit a 9, so I'm at 8.
Okay, and I lose 2.
So now it's 10, right?
They're going at 10 now.
Okay. I'm gonna keep the same. 5 plus 3 minus 2, so that's a +6. It goes up to 12?
What's that?
No,
We'll
it
go all the way
goes
to
up to
20.
20. Alright.
Yeah.
I'm gonna switch up to the 12 side.
Okay. We're going to go on at 11.
Yep. 9. So that's -2, so that's a 4.
Okay, now I'm back to underputs.
Cool.
Yikes. Switching to a 12. 4 or 12.
Yeah, we're gonna keep the same die.
Oh no!
6, 9, 3 under, so I'm at 1 positive. So now it's at
13.
13. Yeah, I'm gonna use the same 12. 10 plus 3, 13. No change. So now it's at 14. I'm gonna use the 20.
Okay, so I have my first. Okay, when you roll so low that you can't even get there with your modifiers any longer, you have to take that as a boogie. And on a boogie, you just get an X, and you get 3 X's, you're out.
You're out. Okay. I got you. Because you're so low.
You're so far, yeah, so far under.
14 plus 3. Or what are we at? 13?
What's that?
We're at 13?
Yeah, 13.
Okay, so 14 plus 3. So I get 3 plus, right? No. How does that work? When you.
So you missed?
Yeah, I hit 14.
14, trying to get to 13, but
Yeah.
the 14 is as close as you could get. So that's a 14 against. So you would just take whatever the difference from your score, because
So-
you had a score left.
Got it. So I'm at 0 then.
Okay, so you're at 0. I'm actually already down to -7. So
Got you.
with one boogie, so
We're at 14 now, right?
we're going for 15, right?
Yeah. 14. So that's 3, right?
Yeah.
And then 15.
Oh, yeah.
16, so -1. So that's a +2. So now 16?
Mm-hmm.
16. 13 plus 3? 16, no change.
He's out.
He's out.
He won.
Woo! Ziggy beat the judge. That's a fun game, Dread.
Well, thanks. We need to practice those. I think that we can actually make that into a separate little mini game.
Mini game.
Make that available to the sponsors of yeah, matter of fact, that would be. I'm going to do that. Flog. We're going to keep writing. We're going to come up with actually quantifying, and you're going to help
The
me write the
rules.
rules. So this is called Flog. A goblin game using javelins.
Which is fun. So the D4 then would only be used in the flog field.
In practice, yeah. You can
Gotcha.
practice it, but yeah, generally you have to start with the 6 to make it a little bit challenging at the beginning, because that way you could feasibly have a boogie right off the bat.
Yeah. Oh no, a sticking one, right?
No, boogie's the other end.
Oh, okay.
If you're a +3 and you roll a 6 against a 1,
You lost.
you've boogied.
Okay.
You don't have any points to.
You get an X.
Yeah, unless you have a cripple. So if you have a cripple, then you can use the cripple points to modify that.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I need to totally be writing this all down. That's very funny. Yes. And he says a cripple. Yes. A cripple is a score modifier that you carry from one game to the next.
So let's go to the clubhouse, Dread, and see what's
Sure.
going on in there.
Sure. I hope you brought your cash and don't mind some games of chance, because there's a lot of like additional side gambling that goes on in the
of
clubhouse.
course. Always do.
And when you get to the clubhouse, you see literally what it is it's actually a place where you trade your weapons in and pick up a cudgel.
Which
Because-
is what he's holding.
Yes, but in the clubhouse, you actually are when you get into discussions with people, you actually clout them with your stick.
Okay. All right.
Literally, is a clubhouse.
Got it. Okay. So I'm gonna look around, see. Well, first I want to see where do you pay your entrance fee, Dread?
Oh, your flats fees?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the flat fees are paid at the front desk
Alright.
when you first come in. You have to be a member of the Blend Club, and if you're not a member of the Blend Club, then you have to get an honorary membership, and we allow you, one day visitors pass or whatever.
Well, since I beat you, don't you think that should constitute an honorary member? I mean, since,
You already got to play a game. That was your game.
But as far as membership goes,
No, that's what I'm saying. You the first one's always free. And you already got your first one.
Gotcha. Okay. So I'm a member now. Is that what you're
No,
saying?
you have to pay for membership.
Okay, and how much is that?
2 heads.
2 heads of yours
No, you have to bring in 2 heads.
of lettuce.
Anybody.
Lettuce,
No. Enemies of the Blend.
which are.
Anybody who's breathing.
Gotcha. You're breathing, aren't you, Dread?
Sure. And I let you beat me at a game, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to kill you if you try.
Gotcha. Okay, I understand. All right. So, as far as games of chance that you said, what
Sure.
you guys got going around here?
Oh, there's all kinds. There's that you can. One of the most fun is gambling on the races.
Which is
You pay on whether you think the elf is going to beat up the dwarf, or the dwarf's going to beat up the orc, or the orc's going to beat up on the goblin, or whatever. Get it? Get gambling on the races.
got it.
Uh,
Very cool. What else you got?
we also have a game that it's kind of clever. They bring in female slaves, and you gamble on whether or not they're going to put out. It's called playing the sluts.
Playing the sluts. I got it. Which, I mean, enough gold does, right? Pay out.
In most cases, yeah, you could probably bring your friend Charlotte in. She probably wouldn't play that game, but she could.
I don't think it's a game to her.
It would not be a game to her liking. I'm sure
No.
her southern upbringing would be causing you some trouble.
Got you. Very cool. So, as far as the two heads, where can I find them, do you think?
Oh, just walk down the road and it's like Fight Club. Just go find somebody to beat on and lop off their heads and bring them in.
Okay. All right. So, if you don't mind...
Basically, they're pointing out that they are evil people. This is...
Of course.
Killing Blend is not necessarily a bad thing, even if they've got a fun little game that they invented.
Let me ask you about a blend that I encountered.
Let me guess. A terrorist by the name of Phlegm.
No. Pitts Bottle?
Pith Bottle Phlegm.
Okay. Yeah, him.
Yeah.
Where's he staying?
He wanders around. He was passing through here about a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
So
But
what's
he's not
his
from
story?
here. What's his story? Oh, he's a bosun on an airship.
Okay.
They tend to be rather specialized. They're trying to find descendants of the Dayan elves because they're trying to break into some ruins of theirs.
Got it. Now, as far as he mentioned something about tribe. Do you know?
Oh, he's talking about us.
You guys. Okay.
Well, no, the blend in general.
Blend in general. Okay.
Yeah.
Which is anybody who blends in.
Well, no, the blend is the blend. That means they're either goblins or hobgoblins or
Got you.
bugbears.
Okay. Okay. Very cool. So that's all of you here. Now let me ask you this, Dread. Just because I hear that your ears are being sought after. Do you know anything about that? Why would people want to cut off your ears?
Oh, they don't. They just don't want to have to carry the whole damn body to prove they killed a goblin.
Why would they do that? Why would they want to kill a blend?
Probably for all the reasons that people think that we're bad. We are very fecund, so we have children very quickly. We tend to take over and dominate areas and ruin the environment. We tend to corrupt people's morals and convince them that it's okay to do bad things.
So you do all this? Because I mean,
whisper. Why not?
well, it doesn't seem like you do it. You just play Flog, right?
Oh no, this is just this is our diversion.
Oh, I got you.
You happen to catch us on a good day when it wasn't the Eldrin killing day, or else you would have been part of the service.
Huh. Okay. All right. I see how it is. Now, let's say we wanted to become Blinn. Would that be an
Oh, that's
option?
easy. Yeah, we had to put you through a blender.
And where's that?
Well, there's only one left, but it's up in the mountains.
Okay. And what's that look like?
It's like a big hole in the ground with a whirring sound
Huh.
and a high wind.
And what happens once you go through the blender?
Then theory is that you're deposited back upon the earth as a red mist that carries your nutrition into the system.
You've been through it?
All of us have.
Huh. Okay. Because you don't seem like the red mist type.
Not anymore.
Got you. Okay. All right. Very nice. So, what do you think I should do now?
Stay, play, go get yourself a membership so you can come back anytime you want. Run away screaming, because that's usually what the Eldrin do when they realize what we do, especially when they find out what we do to the Dayan elves.
Well, I don't associate with that part of me, so
Oh, you deny your Eldrin? Not
No.
nature?
I don't deny it. I don't acknowledge it.
Oh. Well, I can get it removed.
It's fine where it is. Remember, I'm not acknowledging it, so it's not a bother. But thank you for offering.
Oh, no worries.
Now, I'm going to go ahead and step out of your way because I know you have games to call.
Sure.
Going to go up to the front desk and get a membership now.
Sure. Enjoy yourself.
Thank you. So I'm gonna go ahead and walk.
Yeah, it's like walking through Mos Eisley. You realize that now that if you cross anybody, you're probably going to end up in a fight. There's not a fun place for Eldrin, and you're getting eyed quite heavily by everybody for
Cool.
your generic divergence.
I'm gonna go ahead and look around for a restroom if there's any such thing, or maybe a private closet.
Yeah, it's really funny. There's a place over in the corner that says 19th hole.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and walk towards that and see if I could. I have a disguise kit, so I'm gonna see if I could cook up some sort of disguise.
To try to look more Blinn-like?
Yeah.
Okay. So, for clarification, 19th hole is not, you would think of it as being like a private place.
Yeah.
No, it's literally a big binjo ditch, and people just go and open their flies or
And go.
turn and drop trowel right there in the...
Okay.
Now, what's really kind of particularly gross about it is there's a large, pussy, pinkish looking otyug sitting in the middle of it, literally splashing new excreta on itself
Nice.
and singing, let's see, probably Mac the Knife
Okay.
or what's the Bobby Darin song about the sea.
Oh, okay. Beyond the Sea?
Yeah.
Probably. How goes it? I'm just going to go ahead.
How goes it? Nice and smooth.
Good. Plenty of X-Lax, huh? A lot of fiber in your diet?
Yeah,
Or
not
in
so much
everybody
that.
else's?
It's not so much, but the grease does great for my complexion.
Nice. Very nice. I'm just going to go ahead and be quick right behind you if you don't mind. What's your name, by the way? While he does this behind his back.
Otyug?
Yeah.
The Otyug?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Yeah.
She goes Gladys.
Gladys. Night?
No, I think it's midday, actually.
Midday. Oh, okay. Very cool. So while he's talking her up, he's going to be applying some sort of makeup. Put on.
She goes, oh, do you need a reflective surface? And she contorts her body, create a concave-looking appearance to one side, where the pussy yellowness of her skin acts like a kind of a mirror for you.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. No problem. The better to understand my prey, you know.
Oh, of course. So I'm going to go ahead and continue. Now, if you don't mind, I'll leave you a little something behind.
Oh, please.
Yeah? So he's going to finish applying his costume
Mhm.
in disguise and pull down his trousers and dump one.
Nice.
Now, very nice meeting you, Gladys. I'm going to go ahead and make my way out, if you don't mind.
Certainly we'll have fun later.
Thank you. Sounds good. I'm going to go ahead and wipe my ass one more time and toss it to her. So now I'm going to go ahead and go back to the clubhouse.
Sure, walk
and-
back out. When you walk
yeah.
out, there's a bit of a brawl going on. It seems that there was a bad call out on the 17th flat or something, and people are mixing it up a bit. There's a rook in particular, and it's not Vork, that's basically facing off against this Sec Gen rhinoceros.
Okay. What's the other guy?
A rook and a Sec Gen.
But the rook is
Rook is an orc.
orc. Okay. So I'm going to approach the sec gen and put my
Okay. Well, as you're approaching, they've already got they do have their clubs out, and they're like walking in a half circle around each other.
yeah.
And as you approach, the rhino and things you may not know about them is they have very bad near vision. And so when you approach, he instinctively responds by attacking you.
Okay.
And with a 17, caught you in the side of the head with his club.
Okay.
That'll be a D8. 2 plus 2 is 4 points of damage. You kind of reel away from the hit.
Am I just disoriented?
Yeah, it just
Okay.
you got hit for 4 points of damage. So it's not.
Has he disengaged from the rook?
Hmm?
Did he disengage from the rook, or
No,
is he still circling?
they're still circling each other. You just got in the way, and he just reached out and smacked you.
Gotcha. I'm gonna go ahead and try calling out to him, brother.
What is it? Who's that talking to me? And who's calling me brother?
I am. What's his name? What's the Tauren god?
What's that?
What's the Tauren god name? Where's it?
Oh, from Taros?
Yeah,
You had a whole bunch of names. I don't remember which. There's like 5 of them, right?
well, Toro or Tar.
They're Tamakian, but there's a...
There's the god guy. Let me see his name. How can I not have his name?
You should have like 5 names, right?
Well, no, I'm not talking about the 5 that did the trial. I'm talking about the name of the main one, the god. It was like Taro or
Well, Taros is the town.
Taros. No, not the town's name. They named the baby it. There was a baby, and he had a name.
Kale? Is it Kale?
Possibly. Yeah, I'm gonna say that it is. I have that name, but I don't have any notes.
It was either Kale or Korath.
We're gonna go with Kale.
Okay.
I'm just gonna, instead of dropping a name, I'm gonna go ahead and open up my top of my robe, and I'm gonna point at the indigo, and be like, "We're brothers." To the Rhino Man.
He goes, "What? Just because you follow truth, doesn't necessarily mean we're brothers. This guy cheated me."
When's the last time you've met somebody who follows the same path you do?
Well, I don't really so much walk the path as adhere to it, but it's not abnormal to find people that are in truth. It does surprise me to have one such as you in a den of this kind of thievery. And of course, when he says that, the guy, the rook, shouts for the guard, shouts for Dread. Needs a ruling.
What's your name, brother?
Ramperenkus.
Can I call you Ram?
Absolutely, everybody else does.
Let me see if I could get this matter situated. So, what exactly happened before the judge comes?
Well, it's real simple. We were playing a game of combat tic-tac-toe, and he cheated. Drew an extra O.
And what did this cost you?
It cost me an entire point on the standings.
And what is that worth to you?
6 months of work.
Which is?
6 months of play.
As far as coin is concerned.
Ha! Who needs coin? This
Well-
is for the honor of it all. Do you know how few courses there are to actually play Flog?
I'm assuming that this might be one of the only ones.
Yeah, there's at least one per continent, but yeah. Otherwise, you couldn't have a World League.
So I'm gonna go ahead and call Dread over.
Well, Dread's walking up already.
Okay.
He looks over. He says, "What are you doing?"
Trying to stop a fight from happening.
Ha! He says, "Don't you realize where you are? This is Palm Beach. There's too many fights here all the time."
Well, yeah. I mean, what's one less, right? To you?
Well, yeah. We make better money when there's more fights.
Really?
Sure.
Okay. So, anyways, this Rook was cheating.
Rook says, "Liar! I wasn't cheating. I was playing first. He went first, which means he got to pick X's and O's. He didn't put a mark, so I put my O."
So you did cheat.
No,
You just said that you didn't allow him to do what he was supposed to.
he was supposed to play an X.
Yeah, and you didn't allow him to. So you.
I'm
cheated.
not waiting around for a staller. That's not fair.
How? That's not in the rule book.
Really?
Isn't that
Are
true?
you an
Dread?
authority on it? Should
Well-
Dread? Dread goes, dude. I only cover golf. I only cover flog. I don't play these table games.
Well, what good are you then? Why are you here?
You called for me,
No, he called for you. I approached you.
right? He says, "I'm sorry, I can't help you with that. You should take your differences outside where everybody else does."
Okay.
So they start heading for the door.
So I'm gonna go ahead and walk with Ram to the door.
Okay. Dude, you don't have to go up. This is okay. I can handle my own.
I got you. I got your back.
Why?
Why not?
If you hadn't noticed, they'd be willing to take you out just for that Eldrin blood in your body.
You could tell I'm Eldrin?
Of course I can tell. Smell it on you.
Okay. Well, I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back in with Gladys. Hey, Gladys, how you doing?
Oh, you need some help with the aroma thing? Because I can fix that
Yeah,
for
I
you.
just want a hug.
She goes, "No, don't even worry about that." You hear this. The room fills with this horrible aroma.
Cool. Alright, I'm gonna walk back out.
Okay.
How's that, Ram?
Well, yeah, but he already knows, so. By this time, of course, the fight's outside.
Got it.
And once it's outside, they don't have to go with the clubs. So after a bit, you'll hear the roar of the Rook as it gets gored by Ram, and Ram literally throws him for a loop, and the locals pick him up and carry him off to the infirmary. More than likely probably to finish him off, but
So, do I have a chance to cut off his ears?
who, Ram's ears?
No, the Rooks.
Rook's not like a blend.
Oh.
Rook's an orc.
Do they have similar ears?
No. Jeez Louise.
Good job, Ram.
Yeah.
So let me.
Still gonna cost me a point though.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's something that you could definitely get back, right?
Yeah, eventually.
So let me talk to you a little bit. So our kind isn't too common around these parts. Let's face it.
Oh no, there's lots of you up in the hills.
Lots of what?
Lots of you Drin.
I'm talking about Tarmakians.
You're not a Tarmak.
What are you talking about? I have been blessed by Kale.
Wait, you're going to become Tarmak?
Honorary member.
You're not a Tarmak.
I'm here to do his work. To usher in the second coming, I believe. Why do you think they're stuck underneath the mines? And Tarmak. And
What are you talking about? You've been to Taros?
Taros, yes.
Oh. Well, Taros is a religious site, so a lot of people have visions and such when they go to visit religious sites.
Well, people haven't been there for the last few hundred years.
Are you so certain?
Yes.
Well, are they coming out?
Well, that's why I'm here. That's why you're here, isn't it?
No, I'm here to play Flog.
Huh. Maybe you should take a pilgrimage.
Why is it going to change my heart or something?
No,
I'm going to get to know Jesus or something. I don't know.
it might change your status
What, from a flogger?
from a blend.
I'm not a blend.
Exactly. Why are you hanging around here?
Because I'm winning money in their tournament.
Is that all that's important to you?
Yes.
Maybe you should take that pilgrimage.
Okay. Taking advice about an elf about to go talk to a dead Tarmakian.
Oh, he's dead no longer.
Well, he's what?
He's dead no longer.
Okay.
And he has come from an Eldrin.
What? He came from an Eldrin?
Yes.
No, that can't be right. Tarmoks don't come from Eldrin.
I don't know. I tell him about the funky sarcophagus.
Well, the other section come from the sarcophagi. Your little spin on that. There was a Tarmok that came from it, but he was not the first of the Tarmakians. He was the first of the Sekgen. He wasn't.
Gotcha.
He wasn't a Minotaur.
Okay. But there was an Eldrin in the coffin.
Yes, that's Mother. That's according to the philosophy of the Sekgen, that they were birthed of the Eldrin.
Got it.
But you're now 150 years later. The average Tarmok doesn't know anything of that philosophy. So the fact that you're trying to open a truth to him, to a guy who just plays Flog, it's not going to be as impactful. But you do get him to at least be thinking. Yeah, my camera froze. Both of our cameras froze this time. Yeah.
Turned into a podcast.
Went to become a podcast. That's pretty funny. Try reattaching the device. I don't know why it does that, but I just have to look over this time. It's totally frozen. There we go. That one's fixed. Now to fix the other one. Deactivate. There we go. Alrighty, we're all back again. Yay! Alright, so if you're trying to talk me out of playing in the tournament, I've only got one more round anyway, so I will go and consider your suggestion. Where would I find this place? Are you taking tours?
Not exactly. If you go down to Belden's place, you've heard of Belden?
No.
Okay.
I know where Banbury is. You could give me the name Banbury.
So just look for Banbury.
Okay, and then which mine entrance?
Number 2.
Number 2.
Number 4.
Number 4, right? Because number 2 leads you where you get lost.
But you can't enter it through number 4 anymore.
No?
No. But if you go there, I'm sure they'll find you.
They'll find me, but you just said that the place was inside the mountain.
Just go.
All right, I'll go to Banbury and see what else I can do. There's
good.
Olivia. Hey, Olivia. Welcome. We just learned how to play a really fun little game called Flog, so I'll have to teach you how to play that later. But we are in a Blinn clubhouse where they are holding a flogging tournament. And Ziggy is trying to proselytize a Sekgen rhinoceros by the name of Ram Ferencis. What? Olivia had to work? That never happens. People work?
What's the work, right? What's the job?
No. Oh, by the way, there is a contest going on. I want to mention this to people in the stream. The Friday group has discovered that Glim has the propensity to try to be Carmen Miranda. And so he wears his orange veil like a fruit basket on the top of his head. And so we are going to have a conga line if we can get 10 sponsors, 10 subscribers more to the YouTube channel, to Twitch, or 5 new sponsors for the Patreon. So do what you can to help us build those numbers, because we definitely want to watch a conga line with Glim leading them on the conga around the table. It would be great. Yes, she definitely knows about the conga line. Yay!
I think she left after that, right?
Was that?
I think she left the stream after that.
Yeah, she left after we made the pledge. So
I'm gonna go back into the clubhouse and
sure.
ask about membership.
Okay, so membership's 2 heads.
Can I try persuading you a little? Besides the 2 heads, what will you take?
It takes 2 heads. 2 heads are always better than 1.
And where's the easiest way to? Where's the best place to find a head? Where can I get ahead?
Usually when you want to get ahead, you go to the university.
Okay. Which is?
Pick a city. There's universities in all the cities. That way you can go there and get ahead. Or 2.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go head out and.
You're gonna head out?
and see if I could find some Starbucks.
Okay, you're gonna go hunting. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go hunting.
Alrighty. I think you'll find hunting is even more difficult than playing Flog, but sure. Okay, so I see, because you're going to go for 2 little heads.
Yep.
All right. So, what is your strategy for hunting Starbucks? You saw one, so you know they live out in the area.
Well, I'm gonna see if I could smell some cinnamon.
So you walk around sniffing.
Yep.
Alrighty. So.
And out in the open field, right? Just try
Out in
to
open
stay away
plains?
from the flog. Now that I have an eye of.
Yeah, just stay out of this.
Yeah.
Stay in the plains. You'll be out of the area of the flog.
Yeah.
The flog game. So. Oh, Olivia's going to go on vacation.
Well, that's nice.
And my camera froze again. Boy, I'm doing great with my camera. But she says she's going to Oregon.
Ooh, very nice.
She's out here almost California. All she do is come south, and she can come down here and hang out with us. That'd be kind of cool if she ever does get out here. We'd get her to join
Play a
one or
game.
more of the streams.
Oh, yeah.
But we're going to be without her. We're going to miss you. I can tell we're going to miss you already, Olivia, for a whole week. Oh, no. Don't know how I'll be able to handle it. I think I'll find a way. But at least you'll be able to watch them on YouTube after, so you won't miss too much. All right, so we're going to go hunting.
Yes.
So let's go with, you got survival skill?
Yes, I do.
Let's go with survival. See if we can get into the area where they are. Fluff and stuff. Are you going to go with them?
18.
18. Oh, wow. You pick up the scent of mocha right away.
So I'm going to walk towards it silently
Okay.
as I can.
Okay, so now make a stealth check.
10. No, excuse me. 13.
13. Okay. Up on the ridge ahead of you, you see what looks to be a rabbit warren with a bunch of holes, burrows in the ground. You don't see any rabbit kind at all, but you know you've got to be in the area.
Okay. Can I do a nature check to see if I know how to lure them out?
Sure. What do you think a Starbucks would want?
A scone?
Do you have any scones on you?
No. Do I know what they eat? That's the question. I'm assuming it'd be some sort of root, since their poop smells like cinnamon.
No, actually, they are consumers of precious coins
Oh, very nice.
because they hoard them.
Okay, so I'm gonna lay out 2 silver pieces. Are there any bushes around?
Yeah, they're nearby. There are a few. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and lay out a few silver pieces and see if I could hide in a bush around the
Okay,
area.
so
The return of Vork.
he got to play around the flog,
Oh no.
so he knows how to play flog. So he can teach you now when you get back. But right now he's actually in the process of trying to hunt a Starbucks.
Oh, oh my why.
Because he found out that in order to become a member of the Blinn
I need 2 heads.
Flog Clubhouse, you have to have 2 heads. Because
So-
2 heads are better than 1.
So you need to, in order to become a member of the Floggians, you need to. You need to get yourself some Star
No,
Wars.
okay. So there is a term for it. You're a doofer.
A doofer. A twofer doofer.
A doofer. Exactly. You're getting it. See.
Well, he is Ziggy, so it's a
Yeah.
it's
so
a twofer.
so
suit.
as you finally kind of catch up with him because you walk the long way around the course, you see him out.
I found a stick.
Well, I smell like excrement, so you might not want to be too close.
Well, he doesn't even look like.
Starbucks
You don't even
excrement
look like
or-
yourself right
No,
now.
like excrement.
No, he actually looks like a
Blinn.
weird Blinn sec-gen because he was trying to make friends with the sec-gen, so he's got like fake horns on and anyway, he's
Hello,
also,
hideous creature. Have you seen my friend?
I hunt a wabbit.
Nice, baby. Be very, very quiet. He's hunting Starbucks.
exactly. He's pointing at there's a warren of rabbit holes on the ridge across from him, and you can definitely smell mocha.
Wait, I thought we were avoiding the wardens.
Not the other ones.
The other ones.
I'm Vork. Who are you, horrible smelling creature?
Ziggy.
No, you can't be Ziggy. Ziggy doesn't smell that bad.
You haven't met Gladys.
I'm gonna wipe the makeup off.
That's a wonderful magic trick.
Thank you.
Don't touch me.
I won't.
Now, where's Ziggy?
Oh, by the way, just so you catch up with the conversation, Olivia's here. She says
Yay!
hi, but she says she's going to be gone for a whole week, so we're going to miss her for all of the streams for a whole week.
That's unfortunate. We'll miss you.
But our aim is improving.
Yay.
Okay, so anyway, you're close enough. You see the warrens. You don't see any rabbits in them right now.
The only thing I sense is the foul smell.
There's also
of
4
pervasing one of my
there's
senses.
how many silver pieces? 3 silver pieces on the
Sure,
ground?
3.
3 pieces of silver pieces on the ground in front of him.
Hey, you seem to have dropped some.
Stay here. They like it.
What? Like what?
The silver.
Who does?
The bunnies.
The
Starbucks. Yeah.
the Star Bunnies?
Yeah.
Why
Okay.
are we whispering?
While
Do
you're,
they understand?
While you're whispering, you see a small mole-like creature crawl out of one of the nearest holes. Look around. It's got these huge eyes, which is really weird for a mole, but it's got the little star-like thing on the end of its nose.
Little star nose mole?
Yes. And it slowly starts elbow crawling its way to you and towards the coins.
Is this a Starbucks?
Sure. We just need a head.
And he gets close enough and it sniffs him and goes,
I'm jabbing it with my rapier.
go ahead, roll the hit.
It's a tiny creature. So wait, what size category is it?
Yeah, it's tiny.
Oh, so he has disadvantage.
Yep.
Oh, disadvantage?
Yeah,
If
roll
anything
again.
that's 2 size categories smaller than a player, well, anything, it's cocked. So reroll.
It's tipped against the edge, so re-roll it.
13.
Re-roll.
No, it was cocked.
Oh.
Because that could have also
Gotcha.
been a 15.
I'll go with the 13 plus the modifier.
Yeah, 16.
Yeah, you skewer the poor little thing. It goes, look, I'm not a Starbucks. I mean, you only put out silver pieces. You're going to get people from my tribe. My name's Coffee and Tea Leaf.
Remove your pick from this
Ow.
creature.
I'm gonna snap its neck.
Oh,
Nice. You have a dead one.
why?
Because he needs a head. He rips, basically, he pulls it.
But I thought you needed a Starbucks, not a poor creature like this. How would you like it if someone put out some gold for you and as soon as you came to go check it out, you got decapitated?
okay, Vork. It happens all the time. It's part of life.
I just imagine we're gonna go into a building and there's gonna be some higher being creature that just goes, it's okay, it's part of it's okay, it's part of some angel comes down. Oh, thank you, Heavenly Mother, for blessing me.
So that one goes to my belt.
Yes, I imagine that's what it does too. I now ascend to heaven, for I have found the 5th head.
And I toss the silver piece back.
Okay. So there's still 3 silver pieces on the ground.
I'm waiting.
Vork is just stunned at the sheer lack of empathy to a creature.
Bark. It makes for a good story. Don't worry.
How?
I don't know yet, but it will.
Yes,
All of a sudden, you see a burrow forming in the ground coming towards you through the dirt. Traveling about 30 feet per round.
Oh, that's pretty fast for a burrower.
All of a sudden, the hole breaks open, and it's the Sec-Gen Leporine we met before. And what's up, Doc?
Bugs! Shh! Come here!
What's going on?
Be quiet!
What?
Shh!
You
quiet,
you
Bugs.
dropped some coins there,
No.
Mac. You're waving it off. He goes, I'm not even on the course. What are you yelling at?
He's not a course.
Thank you, Vork. I didn't even think about that. I'm attacking it.
Okay,
I'm
good.
attacking bugs!
There
Why?
we go.
I was just trying to go, no, go away, bugs!
18.
Ah.
You miss as he disappears in the hole. It pops up from another hole or a ways away.
Run, bugs, run!
Is he? How far is he?
It's probably 30 feet away.
Yeah. You can move 30 feet underground. Look at you two underground. The answer is no.
You could charge there. You just have enough move up.
Nah, I'm gonna vicious mockery his butt.
What does Vicious Mockery do?
He has to do a wisdom saving throw.
Well, you have to
Tell me
string
what
a
the spell
slew of
does.
insults that he can understand. Well, no, he can hear.
I had your brother in a Hoss and Pfeffer stew.
Is that really an insult?
Yeah, I don't know anybody named Hoffenpfeffer, sir.
I don't know anyone named Hofstadter.
I rolled a freaking 19 on saves.
I know! The only time we ever have retorts is when it succeeds.
Just come here.
I get the impression, sir, that you think that this must be a rabbit season or something, and clearly from the sign it isn't.
He looks around and goes,
What's
up from another hole up posts the sign that says duck season.
I was gonna say, what's sec gen for duck?
Huh?
What are duck sec gens?
They'd be avian.
Avian?
Yeah.
Avian season? We clearly noticed that there's 10 posters in front of each other.
Yeah. Usually one pops up and then it pops up and boom, 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 boom.
Well, a couple fall from the sky every other time saying it's Leporine season.
I'm baning him.
Why?
Because I want his head.
Okay, keep in mind he is
You
as tall as-
realize this means Woa. He drops back into the hole. All of a sudden, he pops out in another hole in a full German's uniform, full general's uniform with the lapels, the epaulets,
accompanied by
epaulets.
classical music.
Yes, and the drum beat. And he comes walking over with his feet really close together. We will battle you in the fronts. We will battle you in the fields. We will battle you. You will be doomed. Initiative.
You too. 16 plus 3, 19.
Ooh, simultaneous. That means we go at the same time, bucko.
Sounds good.
You said 19 was currently the DC to beat?
Uh-huh.
Oh, can Vork stop the madness soon?
It's gonna be.
I all of a sudden I see Bork being played by Nathan Lane going, no. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! I've got a 21. Does that hit you?
Yes.
Make a wisdom save.
Against charm?
No. A wisdom save at 17.
Well, if that's your wisdom
I'm
save,
good.
you got a base 17.
Yeah.
Okay. You just got hit with a huge, very sticky, and very nasty pie in the face.
For how much?
Oh, wait, no, I wouldn't want to eat that. He's got crap on the rest of it.
It doesn't do any damage, but
It's comical.
Yeah.
It-
Well,
it
no,
does-
it's clearly. I don't know if you've ever actually had somebody actually put a pie in your face, but both myself and my dad have, and it causes insane rage when it happens to you, it's it's a matter of being embarrassing, humiliating, and whatnot all at once. So the fact that you beat the save means you're able to hold your own and wipe the pie off your face.
So 2 of these, right?
Hmm?
2d4.
2d4, yeah,
The
exactly.
pie is 2d4 damage.
Only if it was really tasty in that case.
Well,
It's to
was it?
die for.
2 dice for.
All right, what's your action going to be since we're simultaneous? What you doing?
He's baned, right?
Well, you said you were doing bait.
Yeah,
That was
you
your
wanted
action.
to. So the guy makes a charisma saving throw.
Nat 20. Of course,
So
it's Bugs
no.
Bunny.
Yeah, Bugs Bunny has nothing but charisma. Okay, that laugh is Daffy.
I know. Coming soon to a theater near you. Or a... I knew I took the wrong 20 at Albuquerque.
Do you see any metal on him, John?
He's got a
The
general's
sword-
uniform.
The sword, the buttons on his uniform.
the badges.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and heat
The-
metal then.
Heat metal.
Yeah.
What's the DC on that?
There's none.
Let me see.
He takes 2d8.
Well, hold on. Suit of heavy or medium metal armor. You can see that any creature in physical contact with the object takes. Okay, yeah. So if it's basically touching his skin, he takes 2d8 fire damage. He can spend a bonus action
Go
to
ahead.
keep it going,
But he's got. But it's, then now it's
and then
concentration.
afterwards he can rip it
15.
off. And it's concentration.
Yeah.
And it lasts for a minute.
Okay.
Sorry, I thought it was a save to just rip the clothes off.
15.
Okay. He laughs a little bit and drops back into a hole in the ground. Your action?
What are you doing? Why would you put your finger on your throat?
We need his head to get into the flog tournament.
Are you sure about that? They told you explicitly that Bugs needs it.
No, but he's here, and he's ahead.
From behind him, you see a person walking with a slight limp, carrying a big cudgel and a uniform with 3 zigzag white stripes across his chest.
Does it dread?
Well, you don't see him. He's coming up behind you.
Gotcha.
And
Behind me?
behind him.
Behind him.
Yes. And you do remember he told you that was the field judge. That his name was Judge.
But he's
Dredd.
approaching with the cudgel.
Yes.
Does he look like he's about to swing it down?
Well,
on
he's not
somebody?
within. He's just closing in. He's not quite here yet.
I wasn't sure if it was raised.
He's raising it as he walks forward. So
Could I do an insight check to see if he's attempting to hurt or knock out the person he's coming behind, or
you can make an insight check, sure.
yeah, because there's no such thing as sense motive. He is definitely trying to knock him out. I got a natural 4.
Nice.
He is definitely trying to knock
So
you out because even
unfortunately,
he thinks Bugs should.
unfortunately, you also can read his facial feature that he's acting like somebody sneaking up behind you. So what are you going to do when he acts like somebody's coming up behind you?
I turn around.
Okay.
And the Bugs comes from behind.
17.
Hits.
From Ziggy or from Bugs?
Ziggy from Bugs from Dread.
Dread. Ugh.
But we realize as he's swinging, it's Bugs in Dread's uniform.
Of course.
Take 3 points.
Of comedic whack damage.
It's a big giant hammer. So it's my
The sentence is execution.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to keep the burn going.
Ooh.
Wait, but he changed clothes, right?
Nope.
Yeah, I changed clothes.
That would have been
So-
your action though.
Not for a Bugs Bunny.
Remember, he does it as a bonus action.
For him, it's a bonus action to switch
Gotcha.
costumes.
Got you.
And he doesn't have to bonus action take it off. He bonus action switches from one to another.
Got
Right.
you. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and is he still in range?
He just closed with you.
Yeah, he just struck you with a
You
cudgel.
turned around, it's just fast.
Oh wait.
beamed you for a,
oh, he
beamed you-
saved his bane, right? He saved his bane.
He saved
Take
against
save,
Bane, right.
And you can't have
Right.
2 concentrations, so you can only be heat metal
Gotcha.
or Bane. Is why.
So you did take the 3 from the bonk on the head.
So as soon as I see him hit, Vort just stifles.
Oh, by the way, there's a very loud ooga sound when he hits him.
I would have thought just the little clang of like metal reverberating.
Oh, that's later when I drop an anvil on his head.
That too.
So how does it feel to be a Disney reject?
Oh, going for the insult again?
You mean
yeah.
a Nixley reject?
It feels as bad as it does to have a name that sounds like half of a porn star's uniform.
Got it. I'll take that as a fail.
Again, he only retorts if it's a fail.
If I say,
Got you. That's my action.
okay, your action.
Why can't we just be friendly? Maybe he can help us find the Starbucks that you were looking for.
Nope. We're engaged.
You're engaged?
Yes.
Okay, when he says that, all of a sudden you hear, bum,
Wedding-
bum, bum,
And now Bugs in a
bum,
wedding
bum,
dress.
with a little white bustle, holding the huge monstrous ring.
It means death.
And then she walks and goes,
Yes, see, it's so beautiful. We're definitely engaged.
Till death do us part.
Oh, I'm so happy for you two.
bang, hits him over the head with a big wooden hammer. Mallet. 16.
Hit.
Make a
You
con
see
save.
wedding birds.
Get ahead of me.
8 plus
Con.
3 plus.
You're
Well, I could double this, right?
No.
Yeah. Well, no, I could add half of this, so 4, 12.
No, not to saves.
I thought I can.
Jack of all trades doesn't do it for saves, but it can do it towards initiative and skill checks.
Okay, so it's
Yeah, you go down in a heap. You're
11.
Yeah, you go down in a
11.
heap, and there's little birds flying around your head.
cool.
I imagine that half of them are like in little tuxes and the other half are in dresses,
Chasing
singing
each other around.
singing the wedding bells.
How many damage?
Just 4 points of damage.
4? Okay.
Does Vork actually see the birds?
Yes.
8.
That's not right.
I was still engaged. Because I wanted divorce.
It would be your turn after that because he goes before you.
Well, you didn't take your turn, did you?
You can spend your turn talking.
Oh, okay, got you.
I'm trying to kind of convince you to stop because he might help,
I'm
and
prone?
plus he is obviously more akin to this combat than you are.
I'm prone.
Of course,
or-
now, you went down in a heap. You can get right back up. It only takes half your action to get half your
Half your
movement.
speed.
Half my movement. Okay, I'll go ahead and get up.
Okay,
And
dust yourself off.
Yeah.
Swat away the birds.
Chase him away.
What was the name of the detective from Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Diamond? I'm trying to remember his name now because that happened at one point in the movie and he's just trying to
Yeah.
swat away the birds.
I have your mother's.
That
on
really,
my-
you got one
on my
trick pony,
keychain.
don't you?
Trying to viciously muck her.
That's your damage.
Oh, he failed.
1.
1 psychic damage and
Yeah, but he
disadvantage
has
on his
Cut
next
me.
attack.
Do I not bleed? Pinch me. Do I not scream? Punch me. Do I not bowl?
That's funny.
Your action.
This is clearly an argument between the two of you. Vork will remain on the sidelines. And Vork will not let you slay him, but you must come to an agreement.
You hear a whistle. With this sidelines comment, here comes Bugs Dread again with the stripes and his cudgel and goes,
Dun, 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 dun.
penalty 5 yards, and he walks past you, and for some reason you're not able to stop him. He just walks past you. 1,
does it
2,
bef-
3, 4, 5, and as he does, and he turns around and he clouts you with the club again.
Disadvantage.
Because vicious mockery.
Okay, so 9 plus 4, 12.
Miss.
Not bad.
I matrix it.
But Bites kind of looks at his stick, looks at you, and as a bonus action, he holds the stick out in front of you. A little latch on the side,
And a boxing glove.
19.
Hit.
Vork must have been rolling around in some pretty strong hay.
Yeah, no kidding. Seriously. Something really in the air here. Go ahead and roll a d6.
Okay.
No, he needs to roll a d6. And on a
4.
one. Okay, I say on a 4, 5, or 6, go ahead and make a con save again.
Nat 1.
Okay. So you go down again in a heap.
Yonder heap.
3 points of damage. And it literally does that cartoon thing where he goes stock straight backwards and just falls over from the boxing glove to the face.
At least you haven't gotten to the point where it does the cartoon thing where your teeth are outstretched and they do the piano keys. You haven't...
One falls out.
Dun, 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 dun. Would you like Vork's advice? Make peace. It's Bugs Bunny. Do you really think we can win?
No, but it'll be fun.
It'd be fun to die. He just wants to be in bandages like the rest of them.
Well, this is to make up for the... He wasn't here for the whole bean stuff.
I have to do something regretful.
Exactly.
I'm gonna go ahead and stab him with the rapier. With the poisonous rapier, right?
Okay. Go ahead and roll the hit. We had to get back up again.
Yeah.
Well, he was only
that's,
5
20,
feet away.
30.
So,
It's a 30.
Yeah.
Okay. Bonus action comedic attempt. Nope. Go ahead.
will they save me, Doctor?
I wish I knew the quote. I should ask Travis
11.
to quote it from Laertes.
11.
Well,
Ah! A palpable blow! Ah! I am wounded!
do you think they'll sing for me, Johnny?
He swirls around 3 times, falls on his back. Little angel version of him starts to flutter out of the body.
It's a little spiritual version.
And then gets about halfway back and goes back inside and goes.
Yeah, wise guy.
Yeah, and again, Mac, I'm going to take you out of this world.
Oh, Lord. That's his action?
Yeah, he had to get.
He literally comes back from poisonous death.
Look, Bugs. All I need is a head. Can you get me a head?
Okay, I just realized I can't kill you, so do you think you can help me out in the middle of this fight?
Well,
He
remember.
goes, just a minute.
Pulls out this thing that looks just like a little tire pump. He jabs you in the ribs with it. And starts pumping frantically. And out of your collar grows a second head.
Nice.
That's clearly just a balloon face.
Got it.
I imagine it actually doesn't have any facial features, but he just draws
Dude,
on.
exactly.
I'm going to go ahead and take it off. This works.
Meanwhile, Vork needs to lay off the drink.
I'm going to extend my hand to Bugs. Bugs.
Put it there, Mac.
Wisdom save.
Oh, I thought it was going to be a con save from the electric
Yes,
taser.
yeah.
Con save?
Con save.
Nope. Oh, con?
10.
10.
Yeah. No. You
Fail.
get, yeah.
Electric
He lights up.
lightning damage.
He lights up. I do 10d6 of damage.
I imagine he's holding you in the air at this point. 10d6.
Yeah, 10d6.
Oh, you might go unconscious from this, dude.
Yeah, probably.
Actually, wait, you're at 15. This might kill you.
Yeah.
4, 9, 13, 15,
You're down. Not in the bowl.
16, 17, 18, 21, 23, one more. 29 points of damage.
29.
Oh, you're at 0. No, because the thing is, if you had taken 42,
Oh,
you
that
would
would've
have
been
been
it.
you would have been
Got
permadead.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but you're not going to raise me anyways.
No. The issue is that when you go down, you go to 0, but because it's
Comedic damage.
Because it's comedic damage, you're not dead. You're just at 0. You're
0,
at 1 hit
okay.
point.
I imagine just a faint little sizzle.
Yeah,
I'm going to
little
go ahead
sm-
and...
little smell of.
So you're at 0. So you might be at unconscious, correct? Because he's
There's
not
a 1.
Oh, you're at 1.
Yeah, no, it's because it's comic damage. You can't kill him.
I'm going to go ahead and cast a healing word at 2nd level then.
Okay.
What's your word?
Heal.
Heal.
Because healing word. Because depending on what your word is.
For some
I'm
reason,
saying
that camera today is just being a booger.
7 plus
plus your charisma modifier, so 12.
Oh, she actually got a
13.
13.
Olivia put up. You can't. Nobody can ever beat bugs, and puts a cartoon picture of bugs.
Vork stepped out for a reason.
Oh no, it's because you stepped out that we're doing this.
Exactly.
Oh yes. Matt leaving to go pick up the girlfriend from work is the reason why Bugs Bunny has come in and just said, "You're a bard. I'm going to beat you."
Well, the trick is you can't beat bugs. But anyway, so this time when you go down, Bugs goes,
And stay there, Mick. I doesn't want to have to make this any more dangerous than it already is.
Runs away.
now he just walks over to the hole, does the little pirouette, and drops into the hole. As he does this, you see the little horned head of a starbuck come out and look around and go,
The same hole.
yeah. Look around and go, only silver? And falls back into the hole.
I'm gonna grab my coins back and we're gonna go ahead.
I drop a gold right at the entrance.
Nice. And
He
go
said
back
only.
to the clubhouse with
Okay.
the two heads.
Oh, your balloon?
Yeah.
About halfway across, it's going to fizzle out of air.
Oh,
Bugs
Lord.
is just kind of a jerk. But you, on the other hand, because of the fact that you put the gold piece down, you can take a shot at the Starbucks because the gold piece will lure it out of the hole.
I pull out a second one and just gesture to come closer.
Okay, he picks up the first one, bites it to make sure it's real, slips it into a little skin pouch in his pocket.
Little
Yeah.
kangaroo pouch.
Yeah.
Come here. Come here.
Uh-huh. Okay, he
As
comes
soon
right
as he
up to
gets
you.
close, I attempt to pick up.
When you do, it goes,
Starbucks to go?
Yes.
We go to the clubhouse.
so you're walking with the dead mole and he's got a live.
You're so soft.
Make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, wonderful. I'm great at
This is
those.
save versus cute.
Save versus cute.
DC 16.
Okay, I think I made that one barely. Well, I got a 13, I believe. Yes, 16 on the dot.
Okay. He says, let me go and I'll give you my horns.
I'll let you go in just a moment.
No, I don't think so. I smell death ahead. You're heading into blend territory.
If you don't want to go, it's fine. I set it down.
He says, just a minute. Wiggles his nose. A little cup of hot frothy goodness with a appears on the ground beside it.
It's funny because me in real life, I don't like coffee and I don't like Starbucks.
It's okay. This is the ultimate. This is pumpkin spice. It's seasoned.
It's spice season. Nice.
I actually don't like that smell. I don't know why.
Because you're not human. Because they say that's the number one smell of all humans. Did you know that? They've done tests, and the pumpkin spice aroma is the number one most appealing smell in the world.
I find it overpowering.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
Anyway, so you have a venti venti pumpkin spice,
Which size is
Or-
Venti again?
the largest one.
Venti is large?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the thing with Starbucks. None of their... every one of the names are basically
Large
large
Grande
or...
Venti. Yep.
Let's see, one is 20, two are different languages for large, but they're not the large.
Yeah.
Okay, so Olivia says, "Now make it a chai latte."
Unfortunately, I think that came from the mole.
No.
Because tea.
Chai latte.
Chai latte.
No. So the joke with that was, his name was Coffee and
Tea.
Tea.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Chai tea.
they make that at Starbucks too.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Okay,
So now we need another head.
so need another hit. But you walk in with a fork.
And he's got a cup of apparently something frothy goodness. Maybe I can use it to ingratiate myself with the judge.
2 heads, right?
Yeah.
No one ever said that they both had to be full.
And the fact, actually, as he sits down on the counter, he goes, well, since it's pumpkin spice, and I happen to like it, that is a frothy head upon it, so I will grant that as your second hit.
Nice.
Since we're going for comedy, might as well finish out the sequence. So you got your membership.
So wait, we got membership into our golf club, the country.
He got membership. Yeah,
into the country club with a cup of coffee.
Yep.
Yep.
And a mole. Dead mole.
Cafe and mole.
So when's the tournament start?
More
Tournament! We're in the last round of it. Your next chance to enter will be a month from now. But you can certainly play through the day if you want.
Sure.
Practice your game.
And you are allowed an extra pass, so you can teach the rookie.
Very good.
The rookie.
This
Exactly. You're getting this.
This here is my my lance boy, my javelin boy.
Well, in competition, they typically replace the golf ball with a quarter or something.
No, he's not about Cotty.
Yeah, a caddy.
Cotty. Cughtee. Person who catches the javelins. The
I
Cotty.
didn't even.
Stand down there by the pole. Ah! I got it.
Hits a lung, I just start coughing, so I'm not a cotty, I'm a coffee.
Manicotti?
Depends if I find another Starbucks.
All right, so now teach him how to play. This will be fun for us.
So, what you do is,
He goes, I can't remember, Judge.
Judge, we don't know the rules.
so there's different holes, right?
Right.
And you can roll different dice starting with a d6.
Well, you're telling me mechanics.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's actually a game we just invented called Flogging.
So you go for one, you have to, and this is with your dex modifier.
But your
so-
dex modifier becomes a plus or a minus.
Yeah.
So you use it either to increase or decrease your die roll to try to hit a specific number.
Yeah, I rolled a 4, and my dex modifier is 3, so that makes it a 1, which means that I get no points.
Which
Which
that's
is
a good thing. You're trying to get a
Low.
Well, actually trying to get a positive score, but you don't want it to be more than what you need to get. So when you need a 1, you roll your first dice, modify it with a roll. I rolled this is called a stick in one, because literally the javelin sticks in the hole. So if you hit the number exactly, that's a stick in one. Then you take your dex modifier and it becomes a positive score.
Okay.
So in this case, that gives me a +3 to start with. Then you roll a d6 and add or subtract your dex modifier and try to get to a 1.
And you could change the dice out depending on what hole it is.
So go ahead and try.
Roll a d6.
Roll a d6.
4.
What's your dex
Minus-
modifier?
My dex modifier is a 2.
So
Therefore, you
minus
missed
2.
by 1, so you're now what's called underput. So that underput, you have an underput of 1, so it's a -1 is your score. You do
So
it again.
when does he start getting an X?
You get an X when you can't get to the number at all. Generally speaking, you get a mool at the beginning, and mool's an extra round or 2 with it for any penalties. But once you get above a 4, if you miss by more than what your dex modifier, that becomes a boogie, and a boogie gets you an X. 3 boogies, you're out of the game.
If it goes a little long, you could say it's a Boogie Nights.
Exactly.
You boogie into the night?
So the most you can get therefore is a triple boogie, and you're out of the game. So then you roll again for the second hole. Now you're going for a 2. Again, rolling the dice. I got to stick in 1 again, so now I'm at +6.
I got a 1 as well.
I got a 1.
You got a 1 plus your modifier keeps you within the 1, so you're now at a 1 under becomes now a 1 over, which brings you back to null. So you're back to 0.
Okay.
You were
1.
okay. Third. Oop, this time I had to use my modifier. Modifier of 2 brings me +1, so that's 7.
Another 1 for me.
Yeah, I'm at
Another
3.
1. So 1 plus the 2 gets you to the 3.
Mm-hmm.
So you're good to go. No points there. You're
I'm at -1.
okay. Now you're going for 4.
Vork must be good at this game, because now it's another 1.
So you got to what? You roll
Another
one.
one.
Another one. But your modifier is only a 2.
+2, yes.
So
So
it makes
you're
you now
at
back to -1 again. Yours?
5 minus 3, so that's a 2, so I'm -2.
Okay. Now we're going for 5.
I'm gonna switch.
Another one.
Nice.
That's 4.
That
in a
counts
row.
as a boogie because we're now at 5. So 5, you have to get
Plus
within. The 2 isn't going to bring you close enough. So for you have a boogie. So you just put an X for score.
Okay.
4 plus 3, that's 7.
To get to a 5, you're good.
Yeah.
So you're at 7. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm at +9. Now we're going for the 6.
1.
No way. That's awesome. He's got 2 boogies already.
You know what the penalty
He's a
is
nut.
for your triple boogie, right?
I'm a
He's out of game.
Death.
Vork's killing it in this game.
I had to use a bunch of my points to make that one work, though, so I'm only at +4 now overall.
I'm at -3.
All right. Now we're going for 7. Switching
5. Finally.
7 natural.
7.
So I'm at 0.
Second one. Yep.
So
And
5 + 2 is 7? Or are we switching dice?
Yeah.
Well, you could switch at any time.
Ah.
So I'm using a D8, but now I'm going to switch to a D10.
I'm back to +9. Going for 8s.
5. -3. I'm at -3.
Back to
2.
+10. Yeah, he's out. Rolled a 2 this time?
Rolled a 2 on a D10.
Nice.
I switched as soon as
Switch
I
dice and
switched.
just ruined it. Hey, at least it wasn't at least another 1. That would have been really, really fun.
We're throwing javelins, right?
Yeah.
I just assumed that I hit like some animal that I wasn't
Exactly.
supposed to
Oh,
hit.
sorry.
Just bugs with it.
No, Starbucks going, and I brought you a Starbucks. This is what the thanks I get.
It's through his hordes.
I told you we should have just killed him.
Okay,
We
ready for
should have
9s.
just killed him. You were trying to kill bugs. This is Starbucks.
9s.
I'm at -6.
I'm at +12.
Story of my life.
Now I'm feeling confident I'm actually win this game.
Oh, sure.
He beat the judge. First game.
Nice.
Beat Judge Dredd.
It's at 8? No?
Yeah, we're up to 9.
Oh, 9?
Olivia's going 4. Actually, glad that you mentioned that, Olivia. The official call in this game is 7,
7.
not 4. 4's for those golf players. We're playing Flog.
I'm at -5.
Golf's not even a good sport. You don't even
Going at
shout.
11.
You don't ever shout what you're trying to do in golf. In Flog, you could shout Flog. Olivia, 7.
9.
Nice. She's got it. She's got it.
She's got it.
Okay,
I think she's got
I'm
it.
+12 going into 9s. I mean,
Yeah.
to 10s.
I'm -5. I think you got it
I
mathematically.
think I'm probably going to get this one mathematically.
Nat 20. Go for it.
12, right? 11. So +2.
Let's see, 5 plus
13.
4 is
3.
9. I burned 3 of them. I'm still at +9.
2. No, 3. -3. Okay.
13.
14. 3.
Stayed even on that one. Yay! Go for 10s.
-2. 14?
Yep.
11. 14. So it stayed even. 15.
You're still -7?
-2. No.
-2. Ooh.
They're neck and neck.
There we go.
15.
Back up
So
to 9.
0.
They're neck and neck.
16?
16.
I got a boogie.
Got a boogie on my finger and I can't shake it off.
Boogie nights.
8. So -10.
I'm at +7. Here we go. 16, right?
Yeah. No, 17.
17.
15 -2 -12.
I got a boogie. 18. Yes.
19. So that's +2. That's
21.
-10.
Here we go.
20.
20. Last hole.
18 +2.
6 plus
20.
3.
-9.
6 plus 3 is 9 from 18 is minus 9, which brings me back to 0.
So you win.
With 1 boogie. Yay!
Judge your one.
We're totally publishing this. Olivia, the rules for this will be posted by next week for all new master level Patreon sponsors. Since you're already there, I'll get it for you as well. So anybody that watches the stream this week, make sure you send me a message. Olivia, send it to me in Discord to remind me to give it to you at no charge. But new people that sponsor at the master level
we'll
get
to play Flog.
Get to play
The
Flog.
very expansive rules of Flog.
The
I
full
get it.
rules.
It's golf backwards.
Oh, you just now got it? Here for a minute. There it goes. Alrighty. So what we were saying is that the rules for Flog will be posted this week on the Patreon for all new master level subscribers. If you're already a master level subscriber and you see this video, send me a request in Discord and I'll get you a copy for the rules as well. So we are getting ready to end it for the day. Thank you for playing along. Remember the new battle cry, 7! And we will all get a chance to play Flog together sometime soon. Thanks for watching Nikos D&D. We'll catch you the next time around, folks. Everybody say bye-bye.
Bye.